All right, audio test, audio test, audio test. All right, audio test, audio test. Audio is fine. Ave Maria. Yes, it is a double stream day today. That's right, baby. So, today we are playing The Forgotten City. Before we start, a few things. At the very start of this game, on the main menu, is a little message from the developers. This game, was created by a core team of 3 people over the course of 3 years, or 4 years, I think. So at the very start of this game, on the main menu, there's a message that reads, "Dear content creators, as you'll discover, this game is full of intrigue and plot twists. Please give your audience a spoiler warning before sharing content from beyond the white hallway so that interested players can fully enjoy the experience for themselves if they wish to. Sincerely, the Modern Storyteller team." So, very quickly, I would like to just say that I'm going to honor the developers' wishes, so this game will have this stream will have spoilers for the plot, so if you wish to go out and experience this for yourself, please make your exit now. And I'm going to talk about some other things to give anybody who wishes to leave, which obviously I know the people here now aren't going to leave, but anybody who may or may not watch this in the future has time to leave if they wish. I hit the pause button by accident. This game originally started life as a Skyrim mod in 2015, I think. So it's going to look and play very similarly to Skyrim, because that's where the bones of this game were built, as a mod for Skyrim. What was the other thing? There's something else I wanted to talk about. Whatever, I don't know. So, yeah, we're gonna play this today. This is at the very start of the game. So before we start, let me just recap the 20 minutes that I've played so far. So I washed up in Italy on the shore of the river Tiber. A woman named Karen pulled me out of the river and told me that her friend Al went into the ruins, just literally like 10 feet behind us. I went down there to go find Al. He hung himself to death. And there was a message that essentially said, "Don't go into the place I went into, because you'll never get back out." So naturally, I walked into that place, and suddenly I'm in an ancient Roman city that's underground. So, yeah. I guess we're gonna figure out what the fuck is going on here. Alright. By this point, anyone who wishes to leave should be gone, so we're going to get into it. I was in the middle of a conversation with this guy named Horatius, so we're gonna pick up there.
We call it decimation. If that seems like rough justice to you, you're in for a rude shock. Because the Golden Rule is exactly 10 times worse.
I thought the Golden Rule was...
Who's up these stairs?
I thought the Golden Rule was do unto others as you would have done to yourself. Hey, so... here's something I'm thinking about.
This place has become a thoroughfare.
So I had a flashlight when I came down here. So very quickly, I'm going to save in case this causes this woman to have a stroke. I'm going to pull out this flashlight. This not bothering you at all? You're not going to react to this flashlight in your face? This doesn't exist in ancient Rome. So, like, is that not bothering you at all? Okay. Let's speak to you.
I wish Horatius would stop letting barbarians in here. What do you want?
Damn, bitch, what did I do?
I'm Sentia, eldest daughter of the magistrate. But you'd know that if you'd been invited in here and introduced properly. What are you doing in here? And why are you dressed like that?
Oh yeah, I'm wearing modern clothes
Really?
because I'm from around
noticed,
here.
What with your flawless accent, appropriate attire, and impressive mastery of our customs.
Oh,
Well,
you're a
remind
cunt.
me,
Okay.
Why are we having this conversation? Ugh, what is it with you people? You heard the rumor that my little sister escaped and figure I
Nope,
must
haven't
know a way
heard
out
that.
too. Is that it? Well,
Yeah,
that's
so
just a
apparently
stupid
there's
rumor.
no way
We
out
have
of this city.
no idea what happened to Scintilla. I wish you mouth breathers would just Leave me alone. I don't know. Can you? Can you tell me how a person could have disappeared from a city with no exits and no crime? Was she
I wish I
snatched
could
away
tell
by
you
the
that
harpies?
we're on our way to see the magistrate. So this is like the rich people district. She's
weeks
very
ago.
entitled.
We ate our evening meal together, and I remember she seemed happy. In
I
love.
really wanted to go with that
We
rude
went
ass
into our
option,
rooms,
but
I went to sleep, and when I woke up, she was gone. That's it.
okay. Tell me who she was seeing.
I think so, yes. But she was very careful about keeping his identity a secret, even from me. Because our father had plans to marry her off, eventually, and even a rumor about her attachment to some mystery man might have ruined those plans.
Don't you love arranged marriages? Yes, is it possible her lover was involved?
I don't know. But it's been 3 weeks since she disappeared, and he hasn't come forward. That might speak to a guilty conscience. All I know is, whoever he is, he's still here in the city.
Well, duh, motherfucker, nobody can leave. I'm not gonna be mean to her.
So you'll help me find her? Oh,
I'll
thank
try.
You should probably take a look through her room. It's the one just by the front door. Maybe you'll find something the rest of us missed. Thanks. I'd appreciate it. You know, some people say it's the creation of an all-seeing God who's watching everything we do.
Oh,
But what
don't bring
kind
God
of an
into this.
awful, incompetent God would let my sister go missing on his or her watch? Did you hear that? Curse you, you coward! Where is my sister?
Oh, we're...
What do you have
wow.
to say for yourself?
It's been about
No
15
response.
minutes and we're already engaging in
That's what I
blasphemy.
thought.
Alright.
I'm telling you, this mysterious god of ours has to be asleep on the job. Either that, or, like people are saying, it really is just a children's fable my father is exploiting to frighten us into behaving.
I guess we'll find out.
I suppose we will.
Okay, I'm gonna fuck
Alright,
off and go see
another
this
time.
magistrate. And, then I'll look for your sister after I talk to him. I expect him to be about as pleasant as you. What's over this way? Oh, is there like a map or something? Touching the touchpad, swiping the touchpad. Nope, does not
Ugh,
appear to be a
this
map.
place has become a thoroughfare.
Oh. Stop whispering at me, that shit freaks me out. It's no doubt unpleasant cooking with such poor ventilation, but Romans probably regard that as their servant's problem. Oh! When you start the game, you get to choose a background. It's like archaeologist and soldier and shit like that. I chose archaeologist, which means that I have historical knowledge that helps me in certain cases, and I can also read the Latin that's scattered around the place and inscribed on stuff. I am not going to steal that. Oh. Okay, circle is the jump button, apparently. Ah, okay. There's my quests and my inventory. So that's Scintilla, that's the Golden Rule, and that's my main quest. Figure out how the fuck I get back to the modern day. What is this thing? Small household shrine where ancient Romans offered daily prayers for protection. Oh my god, I'm gonna learn about Rome. Yeah, I'm not gonna steal his shit. Because he's the magistrate, and I need to stop pressing circle and jumping by accident. I have a feeling he'll stab me in the face if I steal his shit. Hi, Sentius.
We're finally alone. I assume you already know who I am. May I know your name?
You may.
Curious name to match a curious accent.
Okay, you're not even
I
speaking in
digress.
period accurate
I see you have
language.
the piercing and astute eyes of a man of great learning. We're always happy to welcome another scholar to our little community. Equitia will be delighted to meet you, I'm sure.
I'm so
Now,
fucked
you're
up by the
probably
modern day, I
wondering
thought
why
her
I
name was
summoned
Aquisha.
you, and I'll get to that. But first, take a look at this wondrous place, would you? A secret city built deep in the mountains, many hundreds of years ago. Indeed. More
It is beautiful.
importantly, consider the
I'm glad there's a
miraculous
photo mode.
community we've built here over
Because
the
this is a
last several
very
months.
pretty game.
22 complete strangers brought together by the fates, living and working together in our own little paradise. And in all that time, not a single sin has been committed. No fights, no theft, nothing. Have you ever witnessed something so extraordinary as a city without sin?
Wait, like no sin at all? Like nothing, not even a little sex on the side, like nothing. Okay.
Nor could I until I came here. But the reason for this miracle is as simple as it is terrifying. If even one person commits a sin here, every last one of us will die.
Oh.
You see, the builders of this place, whoever they were, left inscriptions warning, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one."
Yeah, I read that before I
Together,
came in here.
breaking the law here will anger the gods and provoke a terrible punishment. Like the curses of Medusa and Midas combined, turning us all to gold.
Pardon me?
Come to call it the Golden Rule. It's extraordinary that we've survived as long as we have, and each day I grow more and more afraid that our time in the sun is almost up. And now it seems that day is finally here. All that matters is that somebody in this city is about to break the Golden Rule. Why else would Proserpina send you now? Unless you and I can stop them, our doom is assured. I know that's a lot to take in, and you look like you have questions.
Several.
Ask away.
I'm glad these questions will be available later. So let me get this right. If one person, a singular motherfucker, commits a sin here, every single person in the city will be turned into gold and die. Holy shit. Alright, what counts as a sin here?
An intelligent question. There was a good deal of debate about that in our first weeks here. Does it refer to crimes or to some other ill-defined wrong? Of course, everyone agrees on the basics. No theft, no assault, and certainly no murder.
That should
Beyond
be a
that,
given.
It was more difficult to reach a consensus. What about lying?
Well, I lied
Insulting
when I got
someone,
here, so that doesn't count.
blasphemy,
Blasphemy
trespass,
doesn't count.
Trying to escape, bribery, infidelity, suicide.
Okay, I've tried
As
two of those.
magistrate, I had to exercise leadership, and so I made a decision. We must uphold the laws of the Empire to a standard never before seen. And we must honor the peace of the gods, the sacred accord between the gods and the people of Rome. It is only by offering the gods the proper respect that we may prosper, as Rome has for centuries. Barbaric? Barbaric? What are you talking about? The Empire is the most civilizing force in the known world.
I've just got to bring it up.
Rome
Like,
is
I've got
a
to...
beacon of light in the darkness. For 800 years, she has borne great statesmen, philosophers, poets, artists, and engineers. We have comprehensive laws protecting the rights of our citizens, which have unified countless warring tribes all across the Mediterranean and beyond, from Gallia to Judea. All our citizens are treated the same, regardless of the color of their skin or their sexual preference. Can you say the same? When our people are starving, they are
Damn.
given food rations. And when they are wronged, they have the right to bring the guilty party before the magistrate. Our laws forbid treason, murder, assault, and rape, as well as theft and arson and so on. No other civilization in the world is so advanced, and you have the hubris to call us barbaric?
He just ate my ass up. Damn. Oh, fuck. Okay, I want to argue. I want to argue with him for a minute. Don't your laws allow slave ownership?
What would we do with those prisoners of war who would otherwise have been executed? And besides, there are laws for their protection as well.
Elaborate. Okay. Let's talk about the gladiator arenas.
On occasion. But our gladiators are almost all volunteers seeking glory, or condemned prisoners who would have been executed anyway. I do not see the harm.
He's making so many good points, I don't even want to, argue.
Of course, but with fewer rights come fewer responsibilities, and the right to be protected by their fathers and husbands.
I do want to argue that one.
You mean the blasphemous cult responsible for burning down half of Rome last year? It's hard to blame the people for being angry about that. Are you talking about our practice of decimation? Of course. We could hardly unite all these warring tribes without a disciplined, formidable legion. I have made my pronouncement on the subject. Unfortunately, there are still those here who resist, whispering blasphemous and treasonous lies in the shadows. I would be keeping a close eye on them if I were you. You see, in my search for a way to save my people, I learned of an ancient ritual to Proserpina, the goddess of the cycle of life and renewal. It's said to open a doorway in time, so that if the unthinkable happens, one person can pass through it and travel back to the past. And when I saw you arrive in a flash of light from the goddess's shrine, I knew that person was you. You don't belong in our time, do you? 2,000 years? That is unfathomable. Please, tell me, in your time, what did you see? What had become of
Shit
us?
has gotten very
this
real
city?
very quick. Oh god, I don't know if I want to tell him the truth or not. Chat, do I tell him the truth or do I lie to him? Because there's the chance he's gonna know that I'm lying. Because there's no way I could have made it all the way here without seeing what happened to these people. Oh, God. Okay, we'll tell him the truth.
I imagined it, our downfall, 1,000 times. But it still breaks my heart to hear the truth of it.
Okay, so tell me about the
All I
ritual.
can tell you is that it's a ritual sacrifice to Proserpina.
Oh, it's a
stumbled
sacrifice.
across instructions.
Oh, well, that's
I have to
lovely.
recite a prayer, and of course, as with all rituals, some sacrifice is involved. Usually that means wine or food, or in some cases a live animal. In this case, the sacrifice is rather more costly. The life of the person performing the ritual.
What?
I don't suppose you saw any sign of me in the future?
So you sacrificed yourself to bring me here.
I assume that was me. If I'm forced to perform the ritual, it's going to cost me everything. You'll try to make sure I don't need to use it, won't you? Well, I suppose that's all I can ask for.
Okay, why can't you investigate?
Well, I believe you're in the best position to go around asking people questions. You're new here, and it'll seem perfectly normal. As for me, well, it pains me to say my attempts to impose order have not earned me many friends. I fear I may not even remain magistrate after today's election. The people here would only treat my curiosity with suspicion. You shouldn't have that problem, though, unless, of course, you get off on the wrong foot.
Well, I'm trying not to, but we'll see. Do you have any suspects?
You ever stare at a problem for so long that you can't see it for what it is anymore?
Oh, that was just
What's
high school
needed
math.
here is a fresh pair of eyes. The less I prejudice the independence of your investigation, the better.
Okay.
So you know about that already.
What do you
It's
think?
a
Is it
devastating
related to
loss,
Scintilla's
of course,
disappearance?
That was over 3 weeks ago, and whatever happened to her, it didn't break the Golden Rule, so I don't think it's connected with our imminent demise. Still, if you happen to find her and return her to me, I would be eternally grateful.
I'm going to attempt. Will you help me get back if I do
If I
this?
understand Proserpina's ritual correctly, that problem should take care of itself. Let me see if I can explain. If you manage to prevent the sin that breaks the Golden Rule, I won't need to bring you here. I won't create the portal, and you will never have been able to come here.
I see.
Thus, you'll have created a paradox. If this occurs, you should be flung back to your own time, having changed the past for all of us. Make sense?
Not at all, but... Sure, why not? It makes enough sense. Okay, we're gonna move on now.
So, are you with me? Can I count on you to figure out who's about to break the Golden Rule?
I'll do my best.
Wonderful. Now, I need you to investigate the city, talk to everyone, help them if it'll win their trust. I authorize you to enter private homes and inspect possessions and documents, unless, of course, you're asked to leave.
Okay.
Figure out who the culprit is, and as soon as you have a name, come back and tell me immediately.
What are you gonna do to
Oh,
them?
and one last thing. If I were you, I'd start my investigation by visiting Lucretia at the Shrine of Apollo in the Forum. I heard wailing from there not long ago. Seems like something's not right.
Okay. Okay! Okay, so I have a coin, I have a flashlight, and I have the tablet that has Al's final message on it. Chat, what do we want to do first? Do we want to pursue Scintilla and try and find her? Or do we want to talk to Lucretia and see what's bothering her? What are we thinking? Scintilla or Lucretia? We'll go Lucretia and see what's bothering her. Since that's what Sentius recommended.
If you're snooping around in my possessions, you're wasting your time.
I'm not. I'm trying to find the exit. You asshole. Okay, Shrine of Apollo. Oh, Lucretia was the medicine woman, wasn't she? I'm still tripping over the fact that he ate my ass up. You're a gladiator.
What were you two talking about? Don't play dumb. I saw you. Having a shady little chat with old man Sentius up on his balcony.
Why are you,
What's
like,
he offering you?
very
Money?
British?
Favours? What's your vote worth to him? What?
He wasn't trying to buy
You're
my
throwing
vote.
your lot in with him for free, then? That's even worse.
I'm not voting for
Mark my
him.
words, Malleolus is gonna be magistrate by the end of the day. And if I tell him you've sided with that feeble old has-been, that you've been trying to undermine his hard-won victory, you'll have picked the wrong patron. Got it? Good. Then stay out of it. Can't hurt.
Yeah, let me ask you some questions there,
The
Captain
name's Domitius. You
Domitius.
want to get to Malleolus?
You must be his
you go
personal
through
guard
me.
or whatever.
Why?
Why are you dressed like a...
Because I am a gladiator.
I thought
That's
so,
why.
yeah. Yeah, you're nowhere near an
You wanna
arena.
see me fight? Keep running your mouth, fatuous cunnus.
What is fatuous cunnus?
Too bad. He's busy. Unless... No. You don't look like you could afford it.
I've got to pay to meet him.
I'm
Okay.
glad you asked. See, he's a busy man, and this is an important day. He'll be inside practicing his victory speech for tonight. Left me strict instructions he doesn't want to be disturbed. So if you want to see him, I'll need something valuable in return.
I did ask you something, but it's alright. I made the choice myself.
Bribe? That's such an ugly word. What I'm looking for is more of a tribute to me, your soon-to-be patron.
What do you want?
Something good. Just make it good.
It's alright, it's alright. Do you know a way out of here?
Malleolus wins the election, yeah? This place will change. You won't even want to leave. You'll see.
Perhaps I will. What do you think about the Golden
it's gone on
Rule?
long enough, and Malleolus is going to put an end to it once he's elected.
How is he gonna do that?
He's going to announce it in his victory speech. Just you wait and see.
I'm not good at waiting.
We've already lined up the votes he needs to win. Just stay out of our way, and we won't have a problem. Malleolus, of course. If old man Sentius can't even protect his own daughter, how can we trust him to protect us? Whatever. Just remember, I'll be watching.
Okay, I've got my suspicions about this guy. So we'll keep an eye on him. Translate that. Sentius and Malleolus. Same excrement, different smell. Sentius and Malleolus. Same shit, different smell. Lovely. What do you mean by a guide? Oh, what's going on up here?
Temple majestic.
Who are you?
A new face. Ave, and may Vesta watch
Ave.
over you. I'm Equitia.
Ah,
Do I
you're
have a pleasure of
Equitia.
this visit?
Okay. Tell me about
Oh
yourself.
my. I take it people are quite direct where you're from. I suppose
Sometimes.
it's quite charming in its own way. Usually, however, you wouldn't simply march up to a Vestal priestess and without due formality or courtesy ask, "What is your story?"
Yes, what should I have
The
done? Please
proper
tell me.
approach would be to arrange an introduction through a mutual acquaintance in high office, by which time
Oh, I don't
you
have
would
time for
already
all that
know
shit.
how to address me. And then you would find a way to satisfy your curiosity, rather more indirectly. But to be honest, I've often thought what an unnecessarily formal way to communicate that is.
Thank
So,
God.
let's do it your way. You just keep being yourself and ask whatever you
Oh,
like.
thank God.
It'll be a refreshing change.
How'd you end
No,
up here?
I'm not entirely sure. But what about you? How did you end up here?
Why do you gotta say everything? Oh, so I have to tell her the
Can
truth.
you
Okay.
say? And nothing about that name seemed odd to you.
Do I want to bring up the Karen memes, or do I want to bring up that it's an old woman name? We'll just say it's an old woman name.
Older. I see. I wonder if... No.
Don't you dare accuse me of being Greek. What were you going to say, love?
I don't mean to be cryptic.
I like
It's
this
just
woman.
that you've got me thinking.
It's probably going to end up being
Spoken
her
with
that
any
sins.
about how they arrived here too. I really think you should. Go around and ask them what they remember, and see if you notice any patterns.
I don't like the sound of that. You're being a bit coy.
I know. I just don't want to see what happened to Livia happen to you too.
Oh. What happened to Livia?
Up until a few weeks ago, she was a perfectly productive member of our little community, darning clothes and cutting hair. She was always so chatty, always seeking out newcomers and asking them where they were from and how they wound up here. And
Okay.
then, about a month ago, she suddenly changed. She withdrew, stopped working and became despondent, started muttering to herself. Galerius and I visited her to see how we could help. But she just looked at us with
Oh,
this
that's the woman
haunted
we
stare,
passed on the way in.
called us bloodless shadows and told us we were ignorant of some pattern. Look, it could be unrelated. Perhaps she simply fell ill. Or, as Galerius suggested, the weight of the golden rule was too much for her.
No, something's going on
There
here.
was a small chance that she learned something, saw a pattern nobody else saw, and that it broke her. I just don't want to see that happen to you. So be careful, will you?
I will.
Thank you. Now, go and follow the thread of truth through this labyrinth, and come back to me if you discover any patterns.
I've got a lot of shit to do. Holy fuck. Okay, do you know a way out of here?
It seems to me we're exiled here until the gods judge us, one way or another.
Exile is not a word I've heard anyone else use. I'm genuinely very intrigued. This is mysterious. I like it. What do you think about the Golden
I'm
Rule?
quite sure it's the work of the gods, which is strange because they've never been particularly concerned with our misdeeds, as long as we've kept the peace of the gods. We asked for blessings, for good health, bountiful harvest, military victory, and in return, we offer praise.
What
wine,
military? There's no one to
incense, or
fight.
Animals.
You can't get out of
But
here.
It seems they require much more of us.
Oh, you just mean
I
like
find
in
myself
general.
reminded of an especially pertinent tale from our great poet Ovid in his epic Metamorphoses.
Hey,
Would
I
you
read
like
that
to
in
hear
middle
it?
school.
It is rather long.
Yeah, go ahead and
Wonderful.
tell me.
It goes like this.
I
Moses
remember
and
this from
Philemon
middle
were
school.
An old married couple living a humble life in a small town. One night, the town gets a visit from a couple of vagrants. They go from door to door, asking for a place to stay the night. Of course, being vagrants, they're turned away sharply from house after house, 1,000 in all, until finally they come to the little cottage where Baucis and Philemon lived. Now, the kind old couple had very little to offer, but nevertheless, they invite these strangers into their house and offer them food, wine, and a place to stay. Immediately, the guests make themselves at home.
Yeah, we
They
read
begin
Metamorphoses in
gulping
middle
down
school.
The old couple's wine, so much so that Baucis, the old lady, begins to worry they're going to run out. And then she notices something strange. Her wine pitcher keeps refilling itself, as if by magic. Realizing only a select few possess such powers, says to her husband, Philemon, "I think these men are gods in disguise." Immediately, the couple begins apologizing for offering such coarse wine, and the vagrants metamorphosize and reveal themselves to be Jupiter, the king of the gods, and Mercury, the trickster god. They confide they didn't mind the meager offerings. They were just pleased that someone in the town offered them hospitality. Then Jupiter says to them, "You have passed our test, but everyone else in this city failed, so we are going to destroy this place and everyone in it, except you, who we will grant a wish." So old Baucis and Philemon escape up into the mountains safely, and they receive their wish, which is for eternity together. Meanwhile, Jupiter carries through with his threat and wipes that city off the map. Some say the moral of that story is that we must all honor the sacred rituals of guest friendship, the reciprocal obligations owed between hosts and guests. But I like to think it's that we should always show compassion for those less fortunate than ourselves.
I'm going to
I'm
agree
pleased to
with
hear
you.
it.
I forgot what that went on for so long. I actually forgot what we were talking about. But anyway, tell me about the election
It
now.
must be completed by dusk, just the same as any other official business. It'll be between Sentius, the incumbent, and Malleolus, the challenger. Why do you ask?
Who's
All of
allowed
the
to vote?
male citizens who are willing and able to attend, unless they're running, of course.
Can I vote then?
Well, you're not a citizen yet. So,
I see.
No, I'm afraid not. But if it's any consolation, there are other ways to influence the outcome of an election.
Yeah, it was so long. I just I couldn't. I was like, what were we talking about? What other ways can I influence an
By
election?
using whatever gifts the gods gave you. Nothing untoward, of course.
My penis. I can influence the election with my dick and balls. Got it. What's your role in the
I'm
election?
responsible for announcing it and making sure the procedures are followed.
Okay. Can I nominate
You
another
can,
one?
assuming they're eligible and willing to accept the nomination.
Okay.
Certainly.
Let's talk about something else. I'm going to
Come back
leave
to me
now.
Once you've acquainted yourself with the rest of our neighbors.
I will do that thing. I'm gonna fuck off in this direction because I've been trying to go the same way for like an hour. Alright, I'm here to see you, Lucretia. You're a black woman.
Sorry I'm such a mess. I just lost a patient and a dear friend. Julia.
Sorry,
She
I did
was
not
a
expect
good
to see a black woman in Rome. What
She
happened?
was poisoned.
Poisoned?
She came in here frothing at the mouth. Normally I'd treat her with resin of silphium.
Isn't that a sin?
A rare plant which is perfect for this sort of thing. And I knew Decius had some at his market stall, right around the corner. So I ran over there, but he just looks at me with this evil smile and says, "That'll be 1,000 denarii." There was no way I could afford that, and he knew it. Then that toad shrugs and says, "Supply and demand. I guess you don't value your friend's life that highly." Anywhere else, I'd just pay a thug to steal it from his stall. But there's no way I can do that down here, with the golden rule. So all I could do is come back here and just watch her die. I kept on apologizing. And now I'll never know who poisoned her, or how they managed to do it without breaking the golden rule, or why she cursed that snake's cruel black eyes with her dying breath.
I got so into this, I sat up so I could pay attention better. What can I do to
Well,
help?
unless you have the power to bring someone back from the dead, there's really just one thing you can do.
What's
Get
that?
me that silphium resin. I'm going to have another patient in here soon. Could be in the next day or in the next hour. And I will not allow this to happen again. I don't care how you get it, but you have to make it happen. Because if I lose another patient this way, I swear to the gods below, not even the golden rule will stop me from marching up to that genetricum fututo and scratching his eyes out.
I like the way you roll your tongue.
Then
That's
you'd better
dangerous
get me
talk.
that silphium quickly, hadn't you?
Okay, let me talk to you, please.
Feeling all right?
Yeah, I just have some questions.
I'm Lucretia, and I'm going to be straight with you. I'm not a physician. This is Nevia's clinic. I've just been filling in ever since she disappeared.
The fuck
I'm
happened to
tired
her?
And out of my depth, and miserable all the time. But I'd rather take this on myself than let one of you lot mess it up.
How did you end
My
up
husband
here?
and I moved to Rome from Caesarea. He embraced the Roman way more than I would have liked, and turned into an awful philanderer. I would have divorced him and demanded the return of my dowry, but I knew he would sooner have me killed than give me my right. So I waited for the right time to take what was mine and disappear. And then the fires came. As he prepared to evacuate our villa, I gathered our most precious belongings, coins and gemstones, and the moment his back was turned, I ran. I could barely
Good on
see
you,
for
girl.
the smoke, and the streets were full of people trampling each other. I ran for the river, like everyone else, and leapt in. The next thing I remember, I was waking up on a riverbank, not far from here.
I'm sorry
It's
to
all
hear
right.
that.
Say what you will about this place, at least my fornicating husband will never find me. And while there's no shortage of snakes here, at least with the golden rule, they have to try to be discreet about it.
Why are you working out of a
Oh,
shrine?
This shrine was in use as a clinic long before any of us arrived here. Kind of strange to set up a clinic in the temple of the god of disease. But the
Yeah,
god
I'd
who
say so.
inflicts a curse is also the only god who can undo it. So I suppose praying to Apollo for healing kind of makes sense.
Fair enough. Tell me more about... How'd you pronounce it? Navia?
Well, she used to run the clinic. She was a midwife, not a physician. But she was the closest thing we had down here. And she was good, too. Until she suddenly lost all interest in us. One day she told me she'd made some profound discovery about the golden statues. This changes everything, she kept saying. But I had no idea what she was talking about. The last time I saw her, the last time any of us saw her, she was muttering to the statues, like she could talk to them. And then she shut herself in the palace, barred the door from the inside, and nobody's seen her since. She's been gone so long now, we figure she's either dead or up to something so strange that she doesn't want anyone else to know about it. But I really wish I could reach her, because that's the only hope I have of solving a troubling problem. A real thorn in the paw situation.
What,
One of my patients is suffering
problem
from
is that?
terrible rheumatism. His joints are inflamed.
Oh, he
and
got
he's
the
in
rheumatoid
constant pain.
arthritis. I'll be damned.
I really shouldn't say. He wouldn't like it. And he's a
It's
little
probably
bit
that
scary.
fucking gladiator bitch
He's
out
become
there.
so irritable that the smallest things set him off. And I worry he'll end up losing his temper and lashing out. And you know what that means. I just know Navia would know how to treat him, assuming she's still alive. But nobody seems to know how to get into the palace.
I'll see what I can
Plants,
do.
I suppose.
Do you know a way out of here?
Some people here need proper medical care, not the half-baked, hanging by a thread excuse for treatment I'm giving them. Just don't get sick or injured here. I'll do my best to treat you, but I'm out of my depth and dangerously short on everything you can imagine.
Well, I'm hoping not to be here long enough to get sick or injured. What do you think about the golden
A city
rule?
without sin might sound good on paper, but whoever dreamt it up didn't think it through. Maybe it was an attempt to create some kind of utopia. But snakes like Decius will always find loopholes to exploit. And what can we do about it? Absolutely nothing. In some ways, we are worse off because we can't take the law into our own hands.
I keep hearing the statues whispering. Is that normal? Yeah, she's a medicine woman. I'll ask her.
No. Sorry, I don't mean to worry you, but no, that is definitely not normal. There was one other person who claimed she could hear the statues talking to her.
Is it the
But
crazy
that was
bitch?
Olivia, and she went a little mad.
Okay.
Well, she used to run the clinic.
Oh, okay.
She was a midwife, not a physician, until she suddenly... This changes
You already
the
told
last
me all
time I
this.
saw her. And then she's been gone so long, but I really would... One of my... He's become... I just...
Yeah. Okay, can we talk about the dead
Sure.
bitch?
What do you want to know?
Okay, was she poisoned or did she kill herself?
Do you really want to know? I mean, if somebody poisoned her, then surely they would have broken the golden rule, and So maybe it's best we don't discuss it.
Okay. What was she poisoned
Hemlock,
with?
I believe.
Naturally, okay. Is there a reason she might have
I
wanted to
haven't
kill
seen her
herself?
in months. She's not allowed to leave Malleolas' villa. And they are quite secretive.
Oh, okay. Alright,
Gladly.
I'll be
Well,
leaving now.
Come back if you get sick or injured. Day or night.
You told
I'll
me
do
not
what
to
I
do
can.
that. Okay. Oh, that's the wrong button. So what quest am I on now? Try to persuade Decius to hand over the Silphium.
Wonder how much one of these statues is worth on the outside.
What does this say? Opius the thief stole my purse and I see. Alright, Decius, you look
Salve,
like a
stranger,
bitch.
And welcome to
Salve.
my idyllic little slice of the Empire. I'm Decius.
You
Terrible
look like a
shame what
bitch.
happened to you, dear. But we just have to carry on, don't we?
Let's start at the bottom and work up. Who are you voting
Malleolus.
for?
I mean, Sentius couldn't even keep his daughter safe. What hope does he have of protecting us?
Okay. Let's talk about
Certainly.
something else. What do you think about the
Terrible for
golden rule?
inflation is what it is. There's so much gold just lying around, it's practically worthless. At least down here. Of course, I have an idea for generating real wealth, but what I need is a bow. Just a simple composite bow. I've scoured this city from top to bottom with no luck. But if you happen to find one, bring it to me and we'll talk.
Is it just me, or does the lip sync look kinda off? Hasn't the magistrate banned weapons?
Oh, well, technically yes, but that just means you'll need to be a little discreet.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Friend.
Do you know a
I'm
way out of
afraid
here?
not. If you're desperate, I did hear that Aurelia down at the tavern claims to know of a way out, but I'm not sure I trust her. Some people here are a little shady for my liking.
You're a little shady for my liking, motherfucker. What's your
You mean,
story?
how did I end up here? That is a lengthy tale.
Let's hear it.
Right? Well, you see, I'm in the business of procuring rare and precious objects liberated from the enemies of Rome. Mostly sculptures, vases, the occasional slave, fetch a magnificent price in Roman high society.
The occasional
Then myself a nice little
slave,
shop in
alright.
Rome, just off the Forum. Lots of foot traffic and close to the docks. Good place to be when the fires broke out. See, about 7 months ago, half of Rome caught on fire. Everyone who couldn't get to an outer gate was running for the river, open to escape by barge. So I gathered my coins and some priceless vases into a cart and had my most loyal slave girl, pretty young thing named Acantha, push it for me. All the way down to the river, I'm elbowing for a stampede of people, turning back now and then to make sure she hasn't legged it with my valuables. But, to my surprise, we make it, and I see this barge loading up, and it's so full it's almost sinking. But the captain's
You're
happy to
also
take my
very
coin.
British.
So I start boarding, and then he puts his hand on my chest and he says, "No, too heavy. The cart or the girl." So I did what anyone would have done.
You chose the cart, didn't you?
Of course I chose the cart. I mean,
How
I
did
could
I
always
guess?
buy a new slave girl if I still have my money. So I put my hand on the cart, and I guess she realised what was happening because those pretty black eyes of hers go all wide. And in one swift motion, she topples the whole bloody thing into the Tiber.
Oh, damn. Yeah, let's toy with them. So you took her with you?
No, I dived in after it, of course. Aren't you paying attention? That was a bloody fortune. Only, I guess I must have hit my head or something because everything went black. When I came to, I'd washed up on the riverbank not far from here with nothing in the world but a single silver coin. Thank you, friend. But it turns out it might have been a stroke of good fortune.
Wait, hold on.
because this place is a veritable treasure trove. Look
So
around
that's-
you. There must be more gold in here than in the treasury of Rome. If I could just figure out how to get it out of here.
That's two different people that have washed up on the riverbank, not including myself. And I also have a single silver coin in my pocket. So we've got two patterns going on right now. I need some Silphium.
Certainly. All I ask is a reasonable price of 1,000 denarii.
Yeah, that ain't about to happen. I don't have that
Well,
kind of money.
Perhaps I can interest you in something within your budget? Certainly. All I ask is a reasonable price of 1,000.
How would I come
Yes,
up with
I did my
1,000
concern.
denarii?
But if you get a job, work hard and save your coins, you should be able to afford it within, say, 5 years?
Oh, so you're just a bitch. You're a price gouging asshole.
Oh, it's perfectly legal. Simply a question of supply and demand, I'm afraid. Take it or leave it. Hear what?
Never mind.
You sure you're feeling all right? If you're hearing things, perhaps you should pay a visit to Lucretia's clinic. We don't want another Navia on our hands. She claimed the statues were whispering to her. Nobody else could hear it. Then she shut herself in the palace and we never heard from her again. But I digress. Do you want this Silphium or not?
How about I just take it instead?
Well, if you did that, you'd break the golden rule, and we'd share the same fate as the last lot who lived here. Is that what you want?
Do I do it? Do I take it? Chat, do I take it? I kind of want to know what happens if I take it. I didn't save before having this conversation. Fuck it, we're taking it.
Don't you dare.
Yeah, I'm just going to be taking that.
The many shall suffer.
Oh, fuck, I broke the rule! I broke the rule! Oh, fuck! Uh-oh! Oh, shit! Oh, God! Oh, my God! Oh, God. Shit has hit the fan! Shit has hit the fan! Shit has hit the fucking fan! Oh, okay. I guess we're back at the start of the day. I'm gonna go take the dog out. And we are back. Chat, are you still with me? I think you may have been right. I think that may be what they meant by don't brute force it. I do want to check something, though. Inventory. Holy shit, I kept the Silphium. Oh my god, I got to bring the Silphium with me through the portal. Wait, so does that mean... I gotta go get her this... Ow! Shut up!
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius. Mind telling me who you are? And
Yes,
what you
I've
were
already
doing in
been
the
through
Shrine
this.
of
This is how the day started.
I don't think so. I've never seen you before in my life.
Your name is Galerius. You're about to offer to take me to see Cynthia so you can tell me about the Golden Rule. Yep.
Bagus, how much did I drink last night? Sorry to have bothered you.
No problem.
And
I need
since
to
you
go.
seem to be in a hurry, you should try out this device I made. Worked real hard on it.
What are you about to give me? What the fuck is that? Zip line? Oh, I guess we're
Just
doing
attach
zip
the
lines
pulley
now.
to the rope over the lake and hang on to the handles. If it works, it'll be faster than walking.
Okay.
And if it doesn't work, worst thing that can happen is you'll take a swim in the lake. I haven't quite summoned the courage to test it myself. But don't worry, it's completely safe. Probably. All right.
Thank you.
See you around.
We're gonna fucking try it. It works. Okay, we need to get to Lucretia. Lucretia, I'm coming, baby. I'm coming. Hang on. I'm here.
What are you doing in here? Can't you see this woman is dying? She's been poisoned. She needs the resin of a plant called Silphium, but that Culus cumbulatus decius won't give it to me.
I have Silphium.
What?
Take it.
Quick, give it here. Yulia, you need to swallow this. Here, let me help you. Hopefully, in a moment, she should be able to breathe normally. That was extraordinary. How did you know she needed this exact thing, and at this exact moment? Are you some kind of oracle?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you, honey.
Look, if you don't want to tell me, I won't look a gift horse in the mouth. But no matter. That was like the gods hearing my prayers and intervening.
Or me traveling
You just saved
through
a person's
time.
life, and you should be proud of yourself. She might even be able to thank you herself in a few moments. And maybe she can tell us who poisoned her, and who she meant when she was muttering about that snake's cruel black eyes. In the meantime, I'm happy to help you with whatever it is you need. I'm Lucretia.
Oh, fuck it.
Gladly.
Talk about something else.
That's
I'll be
a
going
shame.
now.
Thanks again for saving Yulia's life. Apollo smiles upon you.
Thanks. Is she awake? Can I speak to her? Yeah, I need to speak to you. I'd appreciate it if you looked at me.
It's you. Sorry, I'm still a bit out of it. But thanks for trying to help me, I suppose. Was there something you wanted? Lucretia says I'm supposed to rest.
What happened
As
to
much
you?
as I'm grateful that you tried to help me, it's just not safe for me to talk about it. Please, no more questions.
Okay. I want to know how someone poisoned
The
you.
Golden Rule. That's the least of my worries. The gods may be cruel, but Malleolus and Claudia are far crueler.
Is that who poisoned
Please,
you?
Just leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it.
But I need to know!
persistent as Nemesis, aren't you? I can tell you, but it's a long saga.
I've got a lot of time.
Right. I'd been here about a week when it dawned on me I'd be trapped here for the rest of my life. I could hardly breathe, and I knew I had to get out somehow. So when my new friend Aurelia offered me a secret way out, I would have done anything. And then I learned her asking price. 1,000 denarii.
What is it with
She
everyone
was
and wanting
supposed to be my
1,000
friend.
denarii?
I told her it would take me years to save up that much. So she suggested I take out a loan from Malleolus. And I did.
Oh, God. Thinking you'd be out of here before you ever had to pay back the loan.
I'm not proud of it, but yes. I was surprised he agreed to it, to be honest. But I was so happy to have the money I didn't question it. I had to sign an agreement, saying I'd work off the debt over 30 years. But I figured I'd be out of here so soon it wouldn't matter. I paid Aurelia, and she gave me her so-called way out. Do you want to know what it was?
Hemlock.
Drink this, she said, and you'll be out of here in no time. Of course, I demanded my money back, but she refused. She pointed to a sign on her tavern saying, "Let the buyer beware." Then she just looked at me with those cruel black eyes, and she laughed. She immediately told Malleolus I'd tried to escape without paying him back. Only, he didn't seem upset or surprised at all. In fact, he just thanked her. And that's when I realized the two of them had planned the whole thing from the beginning.
Oh, fuck. That has to have...
That's what I said to the magistrate. I went to Sentius and begged for help, but he said the law was clear. I'd signed over my labor for 30 years and there was nothing he could do. I thought about resisting too. But Malleolus said if I didn't submit, I'd break the golden rule.
That is an evil
And
bastard.
I couldn't be responsible for all those deaths, so he locked me in his villa. Confiscated everything I owned as collateral, and made me wear immodest, humiliating outfits while I worked day in, day out. His wife Claudia was just as bad. She set me to work on an endless stream of futile, demeaning tasks.
So they're just
I'd be
fucking
on my
evil.
hands and knees, scrubbing the floor clean for hours, only for her to pour slop on it and hiss, "You missed a spot." Those two took everything from me. But they forgot to confiscate one thing.
The
My
hemlock.
I just wanted it to be over. But it seems I messed that up too. Should have drunk all of it. I brought it on myself. I trusted one of the most callous human beings I've ever met, and tried to swindle the other. I don't know how I could have been so stupid.
What'll happen to you
When
now?
I've recovered, I expect their thug Domitius will come for me. He'll escort me back to their villa, and I'll be right back where I started. Only this time, I won't be able to lull myself to sleep at night with the thought of a permanent solution. Honestly, it would have been better if the poison had been allowed to run its course.
What can I do to
doubt it.
help?
It seems this is the fate the gods have chosen for me, for trying to escape. At least until someone breaks the golden rule. Huh. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
How much would it cost to buy your freedom?
A lot. but it doesn't matter. I made a suicide pact with Ulpius last night. He's in exactly the same position as I am. Malleolus and Aurelius set the same trap for him a month after they did it to me. He and I are in this together. He's probably already thrown himself from the bluff into Malleolus's villa by now. If so, I'd never be able to live with myself, knowing I broke my promise to him.
I can try and help him
I doubt you
too.
could make it up to the bluff in time. I don't know who you are, or why you seem so determined to help me, but thank you.
Because I want to keep everyone here alive, god damn it.
All right, but please don't take too long.
What's your
You
story?
mean my life story? Oh, well, I grew up as part of a big family in Rome. Me and 3 older sisters. Our father found good husbands for my sisters, but I wasn't cut out for that kind of life. So he found me a job as a scribe for a prominent merchant. It was a good life.
Who was it? The
for a
bitch that was
while,
trying to sell the fucking
until
Silphium?
7 months ago when the fires came. My colleagues and I worked desperately to try to protect our warehouse. We must have had 100 workers passing buckets of water, chanting prayers to Vulcan, but they fell on deaf ears. The fire was relentless, and it claimed everything and everyone. Well, almost everyone. My employer told me to grab what valuables I could and flee for the Tiber with the crowds. I remember diving into the river, and then the next thing I knew, I was waking up on the riverbank not far from here. Thank you. But to be honest, sometimes I think dying in that fire might have been a blessing.
It fucking sounds like it.
Happened since.
It fucking sounds like it. Do you know a way out of
That's your
here?
idea of a joke. It's not funny.
Oh, sorry, I didn't
Go
think.
away.
My bad. Sorry, my bad. That's the wrong button still. Okay. Where's my... Which one's that? No. No. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. That one. That's the one I want to follow. Where is...
Apollo, keep you safe.
Where is Aquisha? There you are. Let me speak to you. Aquisha. Akisha.
New face, Ave, and may Vesta watch over you. I'm Equitia. To what do I owe the pleasure of this?
Equitia, that's your name. Jesus.
Interesting. I'm not sure why you're
I
telling
found
me.
several
You've
patterns.
come to the right person. Did you find a pattern then? What have you noticed? Yes, I suppose that could be something. But then most of us do tend to carry coins on our person, don't we? What
I
else?
suppose. Everybody mentioned the Tiber.
Yes. I understand many of our friends were carried here by a river current. What else? There are definitely some common threads there. But I think we'll need at least a few to ensure we're not just seeing coincidences. Keep asking people how they wound up here. I don't want us to rush to any conclusions yet.
Okay.
Livy's fate weighs heavily on my mind and dictates we should be sure. Yes, you should ask the others first.
Okay, I'll be
Come
going
back
now.
to me once you've acquainted yourself with the rest of our neighbors.
That's the wrong button again. Okay. Fucking everyone seems like they could break the fucking golden rule. Okay, what do we want to go for now? Let's try and stop this guy from killing himself, because I saved the other one, so we'll try and save her now. Okay, is there a staircase or something that leads up there? Or perhaps a rock face or something I can... No, that's an invisible wall. Okay, looks like I gotta find another way up. Which way? It's locked. Creepy ass whispers, guide me please. Perhaps if I...
Hey, Horatius. How's it feel knowing your man's doomed to lose the election?
You're trying to goad me into an argument. It won't work.
I've got to get way the hell up there.
Oh, another one fresh out of the baths, I take it.
Hey, shut the fuck up, I'm in the middle of something. How the shit do I get up there? Ah, over there, I think. Let's try that bridge over there. Okay, follow-up question. How do I get to that bridge? There it is. Okay. Let's see how high this takes me. Fuck. Okay, we'll circle around this way. There's a zip line there. Ah, perhaps that zip line will take me across. Anything hot? Oh, that helps. Weight against the current. What does that mean, sweetie? More money. The golden statue up there. Whoa. God almighty, that is fucking beautiful. Holy shit. Let's just soak that in for a second. That is gorgeous. Fuck. Let's not fall off. This game is beautiful. I'm really enjoying this. This really has my attention. I'm generally quite chuffed with this. I'm glad this was... Please stop whispering at me. That's so fucking freaky. Don't whisper at me unless I ask you to whisper at me. It's freaking me the hell out. Okay, please don't kill yourself before I make it there. Thank God. Alright.
Salve, friend. I'm Octavia. Welcome
Hi,
to
Octavia.
life under the golden rule. It's a ghastly thing, is it not? How are you faring so far?
I really need to talk to Ulpius.
It was lovely to meet you. I look forward to getting to know you better over the coming months. And if you ever...
I can't believe this is how it ends.
No, 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 no.
No. No, 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 no.
Move, bitch! Let me get over there.
Doing? Get back from there. If you lose your balance, you'll fall.
That's the idea.
What? Why? Why would you want that?
Why do you think I'm stuck for the rest of my life working for a man who treats me like an animal?
I know things are hard for you right now. They're hard for all of us. We're all in this together, Ulpius.
Please don't jump.
Please just think this through. If you do this, it could be the sin that seals all of our fates. Is that what you want?
I'm sorry, but I just don't care anymore.
Please,
Well, damn.
Ulpius. Help
Don't
him.
do it.
If he goes through with it, it could be the end for us all. I don't know what to do. I've never had to deal with this sort of thing. Please, you need to talk to him.
You
I
think
don't
it's...
know, but it's a crime for slaves to take their own lives. And a debt bondsman isn't far off.
Okay, I'll talk to him.
Thank you. And please, choose your words carefully.
Let me guess. You're going to lecture me on how suicide is a crime against the Empire.
Nope, not at all.
I screwed up my life. That's what's wrong. I borrowed money, and when I couldn't pay it back, I wound up in debt bondage. I'll be stuck slaving away for that Culus Cumulatis Malleolus for the rest of my life. I'm out. Wherever you are. Scintilla, my love. I'm sorry.
You're the one who was seeing Scintilla.
I can't believe he went through with it. Oh Lord. That poor lamb.
You're the one that was seeing Scintilla.
Well, I suppose it means suicide isn't a sin under the Golden Rule. So I guess that means whichever god is responsible for it. It isn't mine.
Are you a Christian?
That was not your fault. There's no way you could have given him what he wanted, moments after you arrived.
Okay, what happens now?
I'll have to let everyone know what happened. And I guess Malleolus will have to clean up the mess in his villa. It's of his own making, after all. And I'd best pray for poor Ulpius.
You're a Christian, aren't you? Okay. We need to restart the day.
Thank you. Thank you. I am
Oh!
and deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate. Yes. Thank you. I'm delighted and...
Well, I'm in the villa. What am I... Stop hitting the wrong button. What am I supposed to do in the villa? Which quest was I supposed to... Oh! I completed it. Let me just... I'm gonna have a look around before I startle him.
And now, I make this solemn promise to you, good citizens. Under my leadership, you will...
God, I hope nobody sees me.
You deserve. And no more shall you walk on...
Huh. I didn't know carrots used to be purple. Guess you learned shit. Okay, let's have a look around before I talk to him. Iulia to her captors, Malleolus and Claudia, curse you to the depths. By the time you read this, I'll already be dead, because death is preferable to another day in debt bondage to you. May vultures peck out your livers in Tartarus for all of eternity. Well, this must have been her room, then. That's the... not that. That's the ink bottle, I presume. Oh, no, that's the hemlock. It smells like mouse urine. Lovely. He didn't turn around, did he? No. Okay. Anything in here? That's Ulpius's. Ulpius to his lost love, may God watch over you. Please know that I held on as long as I could, but without you my life is meaningless. I only hope we meet again in... What does that say? Gan Eden. That sounds Christian. There's an ink jar. I think we might have a few Christians in our midst. What do we got going on over here? This looks like a sitting room. And that's a Greek base. That is not Roman. It's a produce bowl. I don't know if he's gonna, like, move at some point, so I'm trying to look through everything as quickly as possible before I confront him.
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply
Okay,
honored.
second floor.
Elected your magistrate.
Yeah, these are Greek faces. These aren't Roman. Is he a Greek? Somebody's sobbing up here. Can't get in there. I'd like to get in there, but I can't get in there.
I make this solemn promise to
There's got to be a way in there. Oh, he's... Fuck. Can't get in there. Okay. Let's go down and interrogate Malleolus.
fearing simply to live and breathe because the tyrant Sentius told you it was forbidden.
I did check this side, didn't I?
My first act as magistrate.
Yeah, I did check this side.
I
Okay.
hereby announce a day of, well,
Did you just leap into my villa from the balcony 100 feet above?
I did! That is a
was
thing I did.
Either extremely reckless or impressively clever. Well, why have you risked life and limb to see me?
Your eyes are two different colors.
I'm Malleolus, and if it wasn't for this interruption, I'd be practicing my victory speech for the election later today.
Well, you already were. What are you going to do if you win, Malleolus?
I'm glad you asked. I'll finally restore freedom to this city, just as I've been promising. These good people have suffered long enough under Sentius's tyranny.
How will you do
By
that?
declaring there's no such thing as the Golden Rule. It's a children's fable exploited
No,
by
it's
Sentius to frighten us into
very
submission.
real.
Wait, don't tell me you've fallen victim to that monstrous lie?
What makes you sure it's not
The
real?
person making a claim bears the onus of proving that claim. Can you do that? Can you prove the Golden Rule is real?
It's definitely real.
Nonsense. There's no way you can prove that. If it was real and you'd seen someone break it, then you'd be dead already.
Okay, let's try and reason with him.
I disagree. I'll be guided by what is best for the city's people, and that means giving them the freedom to do as they wish.
Okay. What would it take to prove to you it's real?
Surely, you're not one of those people who believes everything you read. As if a lie could be transformed into the truth by the simple act of writing it down.
Well, I'm not going to convince you, and you definitely aren't going to believe I'm a time traveler.
True, but that is simply because you are mistaken.
Do you know a way out of
I'm
here?
afraid not. We're stuck down here together, for better or worse. We're all going to have to make the best of it.
What do you think about the Golden
You
Rule?
mean the children's fable exploited by...
All right,
Trust
I'll be
you can
going
see
now.
yourself out. Through
I
the
can.
door this time. There's a key just beside it.
Well, I had to get in somehow or other, Captain. I'm gonna have me a little explore before I leave. That's just a little sitting chair over there. I hate how the walking speed slows down if you, like, turn and walk. It's a beautiful little villa you've got here, though. I might just jump off again, to be honest with you. Okay, I gotta try and find the
Still
door.
here?
Yeah, I'm trying to find the fucking door. Give me a minute. Said the key is where? Okay. I'll be keeping that. And that gets to stay in my inventory, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Okay. Ah, stop hitting the wrong fucking buttons. Okay. I need to kill somebody so that this day can restart. Need to restart this day somehow. Oh, that's a zoom in button. Interesting. I didn't even notice. Let's go down here and speak with you. Hello, Mr. Gladiator guy.
What now?
Ah.
Whatever. Just remember, I'll be watching.
Okay, let's... I need to just continue to progress until the day restarts.
We're finally alone. I assume you already know who I am. May I know your name? We have? Wait, if I understand correctly, someone is about to break the Golden Rule, forcing me to create a portal in time to bring you here?
Correct.
I must have entrusted you with figuring out who the culprit is. Only, I assume we failed. And you had to start over.
Also correct.
Is that about right? If so, what happened?
You really want to know?
You broke it. Why in Pluto's name would you do that?
Part of the investigation.
Well, it seems you failed spectacularly.
No, I didn't.
It's unfortunate, but all that matters now is that you make use of what you've learned and gathered and do better next time. Now, I assume you've sought me out again for a reason. Ask then.
Ah, damn it.
Now, what...
What's your story?
Sextus Sentius Imperiosus is my name, though magistrate is the proper way to address me.
I feel like there's a few things I didn't ask you last time.
I was a Decurion in the cavalry of Imperial Rome, helping protect civilization from the barbarians.
What's a Decurion?
It's a cavalry officer. I had 30 men under my command. This was my uniform.
Okay. Why are you still wearing
it? As magistrate, I usually wear a toga, but today I may need to survive long enough to create the portal for you, so it seemed prudent.
Okay, fair enough. How did you end up here?
My men and I were at the Emporium in Rome as honor guard for a visiting dignitary arriving upriver by barge. Now, the port is usually bustling, but just as our guests arrived, waves of people began running toward the
from
river
the fires.
from streets and alleyways in every direction. They were trying to escape a terrible fire. Unfortunately, the crowd sent my horse
and you fell into
panic,
the river.
And I remember it losing its footing by the water's edge. The next thing I knew, I was waking up on a riverbank not far from here in the company of some stranger. I went looking for my horse and discovered that lonely temple. You can probably figure out the rest.
Was everybody sent in here by Karen? How'd you come to be magistrate?
7 months ago, uncontested because of my command experience. Since then, there's been growing agitation for another election. They're supposed to be annual, but I agreed to hold it sooner, hoping it would placate my constituents. Unfortunately, it just seems to have emboldened certain elements instead.
Not your smartest move there, Captain. Alright, let's talk about something else.
Thank you. I'll be waiting here for news.
Okay, I need to go see Equitia again. I'm very much enjoying this. Who watches through their eyes? I do not like that. Where did Equitia go? That's the wrong button again. Where's she at? Down here now. I need to speak with you.
Ave again. Did you find what you need?
I found another thread.
And did you notice anything? A pattern? That's true. I know I wasn't entirely sure how I wound up here. It's as I feared. I think I understand what poor Livia has been going through. Let me ask you this. Did you happen to encounter a stranger in the forest before you arrived here?
Yes, I did.
And Did you happen to catch her name?
Karen.
I see. And was this Karen, by any chance, wearing a hood?
Yes.
Because I've seen her before. There's something I think you should see. I think you'd better follow me to the baths. But
let's go.
Don't follow too closely. We can't have people thinking we're bathing together.
Okay. I'll follow a few feet behind you. I'm genuinely very impressed with this. I'm very intrigued.
You have to do something. A man arrived in the bath. Real nasty sort, with his face all covered up. And he's got a weapon.
Please,
A weapon?
go and stop him, and come back to me once we're no longer in danger.
Bitch, how am I supposed to do that?
What would you want to make me a bow?
For the last time, Dacius, I'm not making you a bow.
But why?
Help! You have to do something.
Okay.
A man arrived in the bath. A real nasty sort, with his face all covered up. And he's got a weapon.
Okay.
You have to do something, or he's going to break the golden rule. None
I don't
of
have
us
a weapon.
do. The magistrate made us throw them all into the chasm. So now this man's bow is the only one in the city.
He's
You'll
got a
just
bow.
have to improvise.
Okay. I'll see what I can
Thank
do.
you. He's still in there, somewhere. I have to hide. Find me in this empty shrine when it's over. What?
Maybe we shouldn't meet in there.
We don't have time for this. I have to go. Ugh.
I wouldn't go in there.
The shrine is collapsing.
I tried to warn you, love. That one. I tried to warn you, sweetheart. It seems like every fucking body in this city is dead or dying.
Oh, Fabian, why did you have to go in there? Poor sweet girl.
Hello.
I can't believe she's dead. Fabia, I mean. She walked into that empty shrine, and the next moment she is lying dead under a pile of rubble. The
I
gods
know,
are
I
cruel
watched
and
it happen.
unjust. She was like a daughter to me. I'm sorry, friend. It's not right for me to lay my burden upon you.
Well, I did try to warn her, because the creepy whispering statues told me no. You should listen to me next time. Hello.
Stop right there. I'm looking for Tiberius Quinctius Crispus, otherwise known as Quinctius. Do you know where he is?
I don't know a
I'm
Quinctius.
not sure I believe that, so allow me to explain something to you. I am here with orders from Emperor Nero himself to find and execute the cultist Quinctius for terrible crimes against the Empire.
Okay.
So, if you tell me the truth, I will allow you to live. But if you lie to me or otherwise obstruct the Emperor's business in any way, I will put this arrow through your chest. Is that understood?
Got it.
Thank you. Now tell me, who are you people, and what is this place?
Why don't you put that bow down? You can come find out.
Oh, how very welcoming of you. You want me to let my guard down, is that it? You're not going to get your claws into me. I was told Quinctius was a cultist, but I never thought he'd be foolish enough to lead me right to the heart of his mystery cult.
What's a mystery
Don't
cult?
play coy with me. I don't care if you're worshipping Bacchus, Magna Mater, or Christ. You lot are all the same to me. Always sneaking off to your secret sanctuaries, indoctrinating each other with your little mantras. The Emperor may have tolerated your activities up until now, but after what Quinctius did, those days are numbered.
What did Quinctius do?
You
We're not
say
cultists.
that, but if you're not a cult, then why go to such great lengths to keep this place a secret?
We can't get out!
So you admit you're not allowed to leave.
We physically cannot leave. There's no way out of this place.
Threatening me is not going to help you. But in any case,
You
that
hard-headed
sounds an
fuck.
awful lot like a cult to me. And I saw the inscription saying, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." I take it this is some kind
Okay,
of mantra
I
you all
admit
believe?
it is a little culty.
A distinction without a difference. You've clearly been indoctrinated into this nonsense. Now tell me, where did you lot get enough gold to make all these statues?
They were here when I got here, man.
You lot are practicing human sacrifice too. You people disgust me. Of course you'd say that, but that's what your kind do, isn't it? Our God told us to do it.
You thick
It's
fuck.
all clear to me now. The secret sanctuary, the indoctrination, the mantra, the human sacrifice. You're cultists. There's no doubt in my mind. What baffles me is how a person can believe in something.
I may have
with such
fucked that
zeal.
conversation a
They
little
just
bit.
can't see what they've become. However, you still have a chance to redeem yourself by telling me where Quinctius is. Do not waste it.
What can you tell me about him?
Very well. Here's what I know. He's a 40 to 50-year-old man with distinctive eyes,
Malleolus.
one green and one blue. He's also known to have delusions of grandeur. The
It's
Emperor
Malleolus.
says he and his cult, your cult, are responsible for starting the fire which burnt half of Rome to the ground and killed thousands in the process.
Malleolus Quinctius. Perhaps the Emperor was looking for a scapegoat.
Who are you to challenge what the Emperor says? Were you there? Do you have spies and scouts all over Rome, like he does? No, you do not.
Oh, well, I
This
tried.
is your last chance. Are you going to tell me where he is or not?
I do know where he is.
Suddenly it's all coming back to you, is it? Thank you. For your service to the Empire, I'll let you live for now, but you'd best make sure our paths don't cross again.
Okay, I'm going to follow you and watch you break the rules so I can steal your bow and then get the fuck out of here. Let me save right quick before that happens. God, you move slow. I'm gonna go wait for you at the villa. You are still coming, right? Like you didn't... Yeah, you're just going incredibly slowly. Let me just sit over here and wait. Hang on. Is there a crouch button? Yeah, I'll sit right here on this bench and wait. We're gonna be here a minute, guys. He's taking his sweet little time. Here he comes. Slowly but surely, here he comes.
What now?
I'm here for Malleolus. Who might you be?
The name's Domitius. You want to get to Malleolus? You go through me.
Then go through you, I shall.
It's real!
The many shall suffer for the sins of
I'm
the
here
one.
for Malleolus.
I'd really like your bow. Okay. Well, that didn't work. Okay, I guess we'll try that a different way. Good night. Alright, let's try that again. We'll have to go about that a different way. Hello, Galerius.
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius. Mind telling me who you are and what you were doing in the Shrine of Proserpina? Oh, sounds serious. I'm listening.
Okay, go deal with Lucretia.
Julia. Oh no. Alright, I can do that. I'll go, but once I'm done, I'll need you to tell me how you know all of this.
Sure, I'll do it later. I need to go grab you, since my day has restarted, and make sure you don't kill yourself. Don't fall off the fucking ladder first. She weeps where the water flows. I don't have a fucking clue what that means, but I'm sure I'll figure it out.
Salve, friend. I'm Octavia. Welcome to life under the Golden Rule. It's a ghastly thing, is it not? How are you faring so far?
I really need to talk to Ulpius.
Well, it was lovely to meet you. I look forward to getting to know you better over the coming months. And if you ever...
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Yeah, no, I need to speak to him, please.
No. Ulpius, what are you doing? Get back from there. If you lose your balance, you'll fall.
That's the idea.
What? Why? Why would you want that?
Why do you think I'm stuck for the rest of my life working for a man who treats me like an animal?
I know things are hard for you right now. They're hard for all of us. We're all in this together, Ulpius. Please just think this through. If you do this, it could be the sin that seals all of our fates. Is that what
Yes,
you want?
honey, he doesn't give a
sorry,
fuck.
but I just
Let
don't
me
care
speak to him,
anymore.
please.
Please, Ulpius. Help him. If he goes through with it, it could be the end for us all.
Suicide doesn't break the golden rule.
I've never had to deal with this sort of thing. Please, you need to talk to him.
Okay.
Thank you. And please, choose your words carefully.
Okay. Is this what Scintilla would want?
Know about that? How is that possible? I mean, I've never mentioned it to anyone.
You never believe me if
Well,
I told you.
If you say so. You don't understand. I don't want to hurt anyone. I just want it all to be over.
Maybe I can help you.
It's too late for that. Yulia and I made a pact. And she's already swallowed hemlock this morning. If I backed out now, I'd be betraying her. I can't do that.
She didn't.
Oh, really? That changes things a little. But
Yeah,
we're still
she's
in
fine.
debt bondage to that monster. Unless you happen to have 2,000 denarii to pay off both of our debts.
Working on that part.
No. No. Time's up. I am out.
No,
Wherever
don't you
are.
fucking do it!
Scintilla, my love. I'm sorry.
Ulpius, no!
Son of a bitch!
I can't believe he went through with it. Oh Lord. That poor lamb.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
I'll have to let everyone know what happened, and I'd best...
You speak with their tongues. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. I am...
Oh, fuck, where's the exit? Ugh. Okay. Let me go clear out the bathhouse. Let's give this a second try. I don't think everybody's going to survive either way.
A man arrived in the baths. A real nasty sort, with his face all covered up. And he's got a weapon. You have to do something, or he's gonna break the golden rule.
I'll deal with it, I'll deal with it.
Thank you. He's still in there, somewhere. I have to hide. Find me in this empty shrine when it's over.
Don't go in the shrine. Do not go in there.
Why?
Trust me.
All right, fine. Come and find me in my bakery instead. Please be careful.
Thank God. Alright, I'm gonna take the dog out, I'll be right back, and then we're gonna give another try to that assassin. And we're back. Okay, so the goal for now is to not deal with Ulpius until we get 2,000 denarii. That's the idea that I'm going to go with. It's probably going to take a while because denarii does not seem to be in heavy supply around here. I'm sitting on 409, so I'm 1,500 off. Going to attempt to deal with you.
Stop right there. I'm looking for Tiberius Quinctius Crispus, otherwise known as Quinctius. Do you know where he is? Thank you. For your service to the Empire, I'll let you live for now.
I'll throw
but
you in the
make
shrine.
Sure our paths don't cross again.
I'm glad you believed that, because now that shrine will kill you, and I can get your bow and give to, Dacius. For whatever the fuck he's gonna give me. I don't know what he'll give me, but it'll be useful. Just gonna have me sit right here and watch you get crushed. You take forever to walk, Jesus. Alright, that's you dealt with. I'll take that. Thank you. By order of Emperor Nero, all loyal sons of Rome are ordered to hunt and execute the arsonist and murderer Tiberius Quinctius Crispus, a citizen from the Aventine district of Rome. He is about 40 to 50 years old, average height, average build, dark hair, one green and one blue eye. He is typically clean-shaven, known associate of cultists, and suffers from delusions of grandeur. Now I'll take the arrows and take the denarii. The priestess.
You took care of him?
I sure did, love.
An accident? So, it's over? Oh God, it's such a relief. I really thought we were all going to die. I do have a question though. That shrine, the one I was going to hide in, did you know it was going to collapse?
No.
Really? Then how? Oh, I see. I should probably keep my big mouth shut then. Sorry.
You're fine.
Nobody else will ever know what you did, but I know. That was really clever. Thank you. I'm glad you're here.
Me too, love.
Speaking of which, welcome. I'm Fabia. Sorry I was a bit frantic before. Need anything?
What's your story?
There's not much to tell. I mostly just bake bread and try to help out where I can.
How'd you end up here?
I suppose it all started about 8 months ago. I was living in Rome with my family when I got sick. Terrible timing. My pa had just arranged a husband for me. A fisherman's son. I was about to meet him for the first time when I came down with an awful fever. I spent the next week in bed. Pa paid priests to make offerings to Asclepius, a white rooster, then a goat. But nothing worked. In the end, they decided I'd do better outside the city. Clean air in the countryside would do me good, they said. But after about a day in a carriage on the Appian Way, I was getting worse, not better. I remember closing my eyes for a bit, and I guess I must have fell asleep, because when I opened them again, I was in a forest by a river.
Well, you
Suppose
didn't
the driver
come
took
from
off
Rome,
with his
then.
fee and left me for dead. Can't say I blame him. I wouldn't have wanted to catch.
I mean, you didn't come from the Roman
Anyway,
fires,
I
I
went
mean.
searching for help. Stumbled across the trapdoor temple, and here I am. Oh yeah, I suppose you're right. Hadn't really thought about it. But the gods are mysterious and powerful. Who knows what their plans are for us?
Do you know a way out of here?
What? You've been here a few moments and you're desperate to get out already? Why not give the place a chance?
I've given it
before you
plenty
try
of
to
fucking
leave?
chances.
Good people here. Galerius works hard on the farm so I can put food on our tables, and Lucretia tries to keep us healthy. My friend Georgius is always mending our clothes, and Virgil makes sure these old walls don't fall down around us. Well, he does his best. I'm just saying, there are worse places you could live out your days.
I don't belong
Well, I
here.
can tell from your funny accent you're not from around here, but that doesn't mean you don't belong, does it?
What do you think about the golden rule?
I try not to worry about it. I mean, if people are nice to each other, we won't have anything to worry about, will we?
I wish it was that simple, love. I like your
Thanks.
optimism.
And I like your teeth. They're so white. And your clothes. Oh, I bet my friend Georgius would like to get a look at you.
I'm glad I
And I'm
canonically
sure he'd
have
love
white
to chatter
teeth.
about the golden rule with you too. He'll be just across the forum in his shop.
I'll have to give him a visit.
All right. Thanks again for taking care of our problem. I won't forget it.
Okay, where is you?
You there? I'm sorry to trouble you, but I couldn't help but notice that fine bow you're carrying. No idea how you managed to get your hands on it, especially in the light of our dear old magistrate's ban, but I'm impressed. And before you ask, no, I wouldn't dream of trying to buy it from you. I have no use
You
for a
lying
wooden bow
fuck.
myself. But I would like to propose a joint business venture of sorts.
Continue.
Tell me, do you have any idea how people here end up as golden statues?
No.
Well, between you and me, I found an old scroll from years ago, hastily written, in which the author claimed something extraordinary and terrifying. He wrote that when the golden rule is broken, statues spring to life all over the city, wielding golden bows and begin firing golden arrows at the inhabitants. Supposedly, 1 or 2 of those arrows is enough to turn a full-grown man into gold. Now, of course, that is a travesty, a terrible, horrible waste of human life, which has to be stopped. And yet, on the other hand, I can't help but think of a tale told by that Greek fella Aesop, the goose that laid the golden egg. With the ability to transmute organic matter into gold, one could create infinite wealth. Use your imagination. Golden animals, insects, trees and plants. The Midas touch without the drawbacks. We are talking riches beyond imagining. And even if we were to split all those riches between the two of us, half of infinite wealth is still infinite. Interested?
This could help me pay off the debt.
Excellent.
So yes, I'm
So the first
interested.
question is, how do we get our hands on one of those golden bows? Now, I have a plan, but first, tell me, are you familiar with the story of the goddess Diana?
Nope.
No problem. Allow me to explain. Diana is our goddess of the hunt, the moon, and
Oh,
the
Artemis. Okay,
depending
yeah.
on who you ask. The one thing priests and poets agree on is that she carried with her a golden bow and a quiver.
I always forget the Roman names. It's just Artemis.
There is a shrine of Diana in this very forum, with a prominent statue of the goddess herself.
You want me to
Now, would
steal
you
the
like to
golden
guess
bow?
what she's holding in her hand?
A golden bow.
Precisely. I can't tell you how many hours I've spent in that temple staring at it, trying to figure out how to retrieve it without breaking you-know-what.
But you want me to steal it?
Gods, no. If you tried that, we'd all be dead within moments, I'm sure. No, here's what I propose. You give your bow to me, I cover it in a thin layer of gold leaf, and we create a replica of a golden bow. Then, you enter the shrine, extinguish the braziers, and under cover of darkness, swap out the fake for the original. It's not theft exactly, it's more of a trade. But make no mistake, this is a dangerous path, and there's no way of knowing where it will lead. But in my experience, all the best adventures begin with a risky first step. Now, you must have questions. Ask away.
I can't just take it because it's theft. Why can't you do it yourself?
I'm more of an ideas man, whereas you're obviously the more resourceful and heroic type. I have complete confidence in you.
You just want a scapegoat. It is obviously extremely dangerous.
Are you in, partner?
I'm in. If you don't like action or horror elements, feel free to decline. I'll do it, but don't ever call me partner.
Now, if If you'll hand over your bow, I can get started applying a layer
Okay,
of gold
I guess this shit's
This
about to
is
get
a
turned into a horror game.
Now, bear with me for a moment. And here we are, a gold leaf bow.
I do like that the game gives you the option to opt out of the horror elements, though. I do like that.
Now I've gone and unlocked the Shrine of Diana for you, so as quick as you can, head on inside. It's just at the end of the street on the left. May the gods not watch over you.
Okay, I will do that in a second. Before I do that, I need to speak to you. I'm stuck in a tent. Hang on.
Salve.
Salve. I need to speak to you too, because I don't know you. Who are you? Nice fade you got there, Captain.
Name's Rufius. Better watch your step.
What's your
Can't
story?
talk long. Got to stay sharp, but...
Why are you Russian?
Family's from Seleucia on Tigris, Babylon province. But I've been roaming a long time now. Even joined the legions. The 6th. The one they call Ironclads.
How did you end up here?
Same way as everyone else.
Why are you still wearing your legionary armor?
Because we're all in grave danger. Is it not obvious?
Okay, why don't you have a weapon?
Magistrate made me toss it in the chasm. Stupid. Going to have to improvise now.
Why do you talk like Rorschach? Not much of a talker, are you?
If you were dealing with what I am, you wouldn't be either.
What are you dealing with? Are you You're the one suffering from
Nobody's
rheumatism.
supposed to know about that. Did Lucretia tell you?
Figured it out on my own.
Look, I haven't been at my best lately. All my joints.
You're the one with the arthritis.
constantly, and the pain. It has a way of messing with your head.
Yeah, the lip sync is
Stirred
very
up by
off.
things that shouldn't bother me. And then there's the statues. And my doubts about my faith. And I just want to scream. You want to help me? Do what Lucretia hasn't been able to do. And find me something to make the pain go away. Until then, get out of my face.
Fair enough. I need to speak with you. We need to go to the baths. Right now.
Ave, and may Vesta watch over you. I'm Equitia. To what do I owe the pleasure of this visit? Interesting. That's true. What up? Keep
Shit,
living.
fuck. Shut up.
And did you notice anything? What else? And
Karen, hoodie, meet you in the baths. Follow slightly behind you. Alright, what do we got going on here? It's a very pretty bathhouse. Hey, I came through here in the present day. This is the place I came through before I fell in the portal. Yeah, because right here is where I fell through the ceiling and landed in the water.
you're here. You were asking how I knew the young woman you met by the river was wearing a hood.
I was.
Look down at the bottom of the baths. It's a little hard to make out in this light. If only we could see. Oh, what a marvelous lamp. But do you see it? Somebody waking up by a river in a forest to find a hooded figure with a coin. It's just as you described it, only your pronunciation is a little off. The name you heard wasn't Karen. It was C-H-A-R-O-N.
Charon.
Charon, the ferryman of the dead. Charon, who, in exchange for the right coin, helps the souls of the newly deceased cross the Styx, the river that separates the land of the living from the land of the dead.
When I dragged you out of the river, I thought you were never gonna wake up. I checked your pockets for ID, but all I found was some loose change. Feels like I've spent my whole life in a dead-end job with an endless commute. Sorry if I sounded cagey, it's just that I don't always get the best reactions when I introduce myself. My name's Karen.
I'm so sorry, my friend. I'm so sorry. I take it you know what this means.
I'm dead?
I'm afraid so. It's all starting to make sense. All these people whose last memory was running from the fires toward the river. It seems none of them escaped with their lives after all. Perhaps we should be grateful they don't remember their final moments.
Holy shit!
That the Golden Rule is the work of Pluto, the god of the underworld, and why his epithet has always been Father of Riches. I know it's a lot to take in, and you look as if you have questions, so I'll try to answer them if I can.
So me and everyone else here is dead. And we're in the underworld. And the Golden Rule was put in place by Hades. And Karen, from the start, the woman who sent me into these ruins, was Charon. What the fuck? So we're dead.
That was my first thought too. In the old stories, the underworld was where the souls of the deceased were taken. But it was also possible for the living to reach it without dying, if they were particularly fearless. So I'm afraid I don't know.
Are we dead or not? Okay, what can you tell me about Charon?
I keep forgetting you're not from here.
I know Charon. I just want you to tell me.
You would know these stories. Each of them is slightly different, whether the storyteller was Plato, Homer, Virgil, or Ovid. But
I had
they
to sit my
always
ass
involve
up.
the souls of the dead meeting a grim ferryman named Charon on the bank of a river. It was said that he'd help the new arrival cross only if they could pay him with a coin, an obol. That's why it was once our custom to bury our loved ones with a coin in their mouths. Charon's
Except
obol,
it was a
we called
she.
it. Of course, an obol was a kind of Greek coin, because we inherited this knowledge from the Greeks.
Why didn't you all recognize Charon? Charon?
To be fair, the ferryman isn't exactly as the poets described, and he, she, they seem to appear to different people in different guises. You say you saw a young woman named Karen with a hood, and I once heard Kabash mention a stranger in a ram headdress named Kerti, and Rufius described meeting a stranger named Kumut Tabal wearing an eagle headdress. But whatever form this stranger took, they were always wearing a hood of some sort, and their name always began with a K sound. I suspect the only way you'll solve this riddle is if your paths cross again.
Why are there so few people here?
Good question. Let's see. In the stories, Charon would always require a coin as payment for passage across the river. But that never made any sense to me. What does an ancient immortal being need with coins? In our case, it seems Charon didn't take the coins we had. He or she merely checked we had one in our possession. So, maybe there's something special about the coins each of us had on us. That might explain why we wound up here, but so many others did not.
So if we're in the underworld, how are we dying? Because every fucking body here is either dying or has died.
No. I mean, I had my suspicions, especially after Livia's ramblings, but I would never have figured it out without your help, I promise you.
That's all the questions I've got.
Now that we know where we are, we have to figure out what to do about it, if we don't want to be cast into gold for eternity. We don't have much to go on, except the old stories. I remember 4 in particular about heroes in the underworld. Hercules, the demigod and son of Jupiter. Orpheus, a Thracian poet. Sisyphus, a king of Ephyra. And Aeneas, a Trojan hero. Hercules was able to leave the underworld because he cowed its god with his strength. Sisyphus and Orpheus both relied on their wits instead. They persuaded the goddess of the underworld, Persephone, to help them escape. And finally, Aeneas was able to escape with the help of a spirit guide, who led him through a secret gate. So it seems you have 2 options: to confront the god of the underworld head-on, or find a way to escape with the help of Proserpina or some other guide.
I'm still just floored by the fact that we're in the underworld.
It's a reasonable question, but the problem is, this place is fairly well designed to keep us here. There's no way to climb up the shaft. And even if you could build a ladder big enough, just trying it would break the golden rule. We know that, thanks to the writings left behind by those who've tried.
Okay, why won't you call him Pluto?
All Romans try to avoid saying it, and the reason is quite simple. He might hear us. You may refer to him as Pluto, if you wish, but you'll only be calling attention to yourself. Do so at your own peril.
Alright, tell me more about taking him head on.
Is everyone so blunt where you're from? Oh.
Pretty much, yeah.
That option would be the boldest, but also the only way to learn the truth about the Golden Rule, and maybe even put an end to it. As I said, Hercules managed to overpower the god of the underworld, but he was a demigod. Forgive my candor, but you are no Hercules.
You think?
Are you telling me that you can? I won't pretend to understand exactly what that means, but if that's true, then perhaps you stand a chance.
Yeah, bitch, I'm a time
if you
traveler.
want to confront him, I'll help you as much as I can. Who knows? Perhaps your name will be uttered in the same sentence as Hercules one day. But first, you'd need an audience with you-know-who, and for that, you'll need to enter the great temple overlooking the city. The problem is, the door has been sealed shut for as long as I've lived here, and there doesn't even seem to be a keyhole. I suspect the answer lies in the desecrated obelisk in front of it. I'm not sure if you noticed, but there are 4 plaques missing from its base. It looks as though somebody, or a series of somebodies, forcibly removed them, and in doing so, dishonored and angered our divine keeper. If you could recover and replace all 4 of those missing plaques, I imagine he might be willing to receive an audience again.
What can you tell me about
It's the towering stone monument with 4 sides and a pyramid-shaped head that stands before the great temple, a dedication to the god of this place. You'll find them all over Rome, but of course they were looted from Egypt many years ago. It seems one of them made its way here too, although how is a mystery. However, this one is unusual in that each of the 4 sides is decorated in a different style: Roman, Greek, Egyptian, and another I don't recognize. That means you'll need to recover 4 different plaques: Roman, Greek, Egyptian, and a 4th, a mystery plaque.
Where can I look for the Roman one?
Good question. To answer that, we first need to ask who would have defaced the obelisk in the first place. It would have had the god's name engraved into it, so it may be that whoever desecrated it wanted that name to be forgotten. And there's only one group of people I know of who might want to do that. There's a cult in Rome that often argued there is only one true god. Theirs, of course. They've been known to start fires, as well as deface religious monuments, whose existence challenged their beliefs. If I were you, I'd go looking for them. Of course, they've all been in hiding since the fire last year, so finding them won't be easy. But I did hear a rumor they have a secret shrine somewhere in the city.
I love all the pieces, like, sliding into place the farther in we go. I like this. I like this a lot. Alright, let's talk about the Greek one.
I don't know. But perhaps you should begin your search with the local Greek fellow, Georgius.
The clothes maker.
His store is in the forum.
Alright, let's talk about the Egyptian
Perhaps Kabash, our Egyptian resident, would be able to tell us. Unfortunately, he disappeared weeks ago.
The fuck happened to
I did
him?
hear Aurelia is peddling rumors about him at the tavern, so perhaps you could talk to her, or just take a look in his room.
Okay, what about the mystery
I'm
one?
You're on your own with that one, but perhaps finding the other three will illuminate the way.
Let's hope so. Talk about something else. Alright, let's talk more about escaping with the help of Persephone.
As I mentioned, both Orpheus and Sisyphus were said to have persuaded Proserpina to help them escape, and Aeneas was guided to the exit. The problem is, those are the stories of a poet, a self-aggrandizing king, and a brawler about their own heroic deeds, so they should be taken with a grain of salt. First, Proserpina. What we do know about her is, well, it's a grim tale. It's said the god of the underworld abducted and dragged her here against her will, forcing her into marriage. If the stories are true, then I suppose so.
She's done it before, I mean.
How do we communicate with her without being noticed by her captor? Leaving that aside for a moment, there is also the possibility of a spirit guide. I don't suppose you've come across one of those in your travels?
Slightly.
Truly? And you're only bringing this up now? Then again, I suppose you were worried I'd think you were as mad as Navia.
A little bit,
Can
yeah.
you tell me more? Is it the same voice? What kinds of thing does it say? Fascinating. Perhaps she's a benevolent spirit. Or perhaps... Perhaps you're hearing the voice of Proserpina herself. If she has indeed been abducted, it would make sense for her to speak in cryptic whispers to avoid detection. Tell me, has she told you anything that might lead you to the way out?
Not exactly. I mean, it's possible, but it doesn't exactly make sense.
That is strange. There are no rivers here. Let me think on that. Well, as far as I can tell, water flows into the city from an aqueduct into one of two cisterns, the upper cistern. If that's the current she's talking about, then perhaps you need to get into the upper cistern somehow. I vaguely recall wondering what was in there, but the door at the back of the great temple is locked up tight. You might be able to get a key from the magistrate, but if that doesn't work, perhaps you can find another way in. Let me know if you find anything in there.
Okay, let's get at it.
I would suggest not discussing this with anyone. The best we can do for them is to let them remain oblivious for as long as possible. As for Livia, it seems she's been shouldering the weight of this terrible secret all this time. Perhaps it would comfort her to know she's not alone. In any case,
I'm going to change that in just a second anyway.
So you'd best begin. May Fortuna guide you. Although you may not need her with Proserpina on your side.
Okay. Oh, I'm in the water. Hold on, let me get my fucking... Okay. What's this one? Where's the one I wanted to... It's not that one. It's not that one. That one. This was the one I was working at before I got sidetracked, so we'll go back and finish this before we continue on to something else. Oh, we've got a lot to do. We have got a lot to do. Find me. I'm gonna try, sweetie. I am going to try. I cannot believe we are actually in the underworld. That is still just, like, floored me. That is a plot twist I did not expect. Let it load for a second there.
Ove.
That is a twist that came out of fucking nowhere. All nuzzled up, just enjoying your evening. Okay. Well, hell, there's nobody else in here. Let's have a look around. Okay, I need to extinguish these. Okay. Sorry, love, but I need to nick that. I appear to be locked in here.
Is that you, partner? Do you have the bow?
Yeah, I got it.
Just go ahead and slide it under the door for me and I'll unlock it for you.
You son of a bitch.
And yet you did. And now, here we are. With me out here, and you in there. Until you give me my bow.
Said you'd split the riches.
No, technically, I never said that. I said, if we were to split all those riches between the two of us, infinite wealth is still infinite.
You son of a
My
bitch.
fault if you can't tell the difference between a hypothetical and a promise, now is it? Oh, I do love a good loophole. You're just gonna have to take your chances, I'm afraid. The bow, now. And don't even think about giving me the fake one. I'll recognise my own handiwork.
Yeah, you're not gonna get it. I'll find another way
I
out.
would reconsider my position quickly if I were you. I'm not sure if you noticed, but you're stuck in there with a hornet's nest, and they can be rather aggressive toward intruders. You know, some say it takes 27 hornet stings to kill a man, but I always wondered how anyone could have known that. Let's find out if they were right, shall we?
Oh, how the fuck do we get out of here? Okay. I'm just gonna do that right quick before I... Holy shit, I actually made it gold. Okay, I guess I've got a golden bow now. Ooh, what the fuck? Oh, it's just the water. Okay, I'm under an underground city. That is interesting. The algae. Oh. I'll be damned. It worked. Can't believe that actually worked. So it's not the arrows that are gold, it's the bow that turns the arrows gold.
My beloved Galatea, I write this so that one day, when we're finally together, you will understand what I've done and why I have. My beloved Galatea, I write my beloved.
Oh fuck.
Galatea.
Okay. Let's just... You shut up and I'll read it. My beloved Galatea, I write this so that one day when we're finally together you will understand what I've done and why I had to do it. The others will call me mad or a monster, but I don't care what they think. Everything I'm doing here, I'm doing for you. I'll start at the beginning. Soon after my arrival here, as I walked down a corridor lined with golden statues, I thought I heard a whisper behind me. A rasp of air as if vocal cords of metal strained to say a word or two. I tried to dismiss the idea, tried to concentrate on my work as the city's medic, but that tortured whisper haunted me. Weeks later, in the hallway to the bathhouse, I heard it again and found myself drawn to the statue of a Roman woman wearing a stola. Her face was contorted with anguish and fear, and disturbingly, it was as if she was looking right at me. As I walked past her, I heard that strained whisper again, and turning back, I discovered that even though I had moved, she was still looking right into my soul. That was when it dawned on me. This was no statue. This was a woman trapped within that golden prison. Naturally, I told the others, but when I could not reproduce the results of my experiment, they would not believe me. But from that moment on, I knew the full horror of this place. Immobilized within these statues are living human beings. It was that day, my love, that my heart broke. Fuck. Well, here's one right here. Can I... Yep, made it. We're good. There's a tight little corridor right here. Up this way. Make myself a little golden bridge here. This only works on organic matter, doesn't it? Or does it work? Well, I assume it's only organic matter. Can I climb that? I sure can, like a ladder. Oh, fuck. Get up it. Okay, I'm back in the city, I think. No, I'm in the palace. Oh, shit. Is there a way to put this away? Is there a way to... Oh, fuck. That's the photo mode. Oh, well, I wasted an arrow. Oh, shit, I put on a filter by accident. Ah, okay, the D-pad just cycles through my items. Okay, we're in the palace now. I guess we'll see what's going on in here while we're here. I expect this to be all kinds of pleasant fuckery. What's in here? More arrows. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, hell no. What the fuck was that? That scared the shit out of me. That scared the fuck out of me. Oh my god. Oh my god. Whew. That scared the fuck out of me. Oh my god. Damn near pissed my pants. Jesus. Oh. Oh fuck. Man, when I tell you that scared the shit out of me, that scared the shit out of me. Fuck. Fuck. Why aren't you fucking... Go to sleep. Okay, so it has to be a headshot. That makes my life very difficult. It looks like lots of freaky shit went down in here. Ah, shit, I got your hand. Man, they really weren't kidding when they said this shit turned into a fucking horror game. I feel like I'm playing Resident Evil. Holy shit.
You're not supposed to be here.
Hi, Navia. Where? Ah, fuck. I'm sure it does. Ah, I'm gonna run out of arrows. Okay. Fuck off. Okay. We're just gonna keep the bow handy. Down the hole, love? I'm coming, I'm coming. I'm trying not to shit myself before I make it there. But I am coming. I did, yeah, I got the shit out of there. I'm coming, I'm coming. God, they're in pain, man. This is... I'm not even scared anymore. I'm just sad. They're thanking me for fucking freezing them. Oh, fuck. Look, there's still... You can still see organic matter. You can still see fucking muscle coming out of them. That's awful. Okay. You fuck off. Yeah, okay. Come on, climb. There we go. I'm gonna turn this corner and there's gonna be one right in my fucking face somewhere. Oh, there's a lot of you. Shit. I can't aim, I can't aim. Fuck off, I'm trying to aim. Sit down. You're still alive. Okay, no. I did get you. Oh, okay. It's just... I could have took either path. Alright. Take those out of the amphora. Yeah, I'm gonna turn one of these corners and it's just gonna be right in my fucking face. Shit. I'm trying. Hang on. You're in an awkward place. There another one somewhere? Okay. So, how is she getting away with living in here with these things? Shit. One of you. There's another one. There's one right there. Rule number 1, double tap. That is rule number 1. Always double tap. Make sure them motherfuckers are down before you walk off or you'll start getting your ass ate from the back. Oh, well, it looks like oodles of fucking fun in here. Okay, it is going all the way across. Oh, that's fucking... Oh, God. They were skinning the statues because she's trying to free them. Oh, no.
My beloved Galatea, after I learned the terrible truth about the golden statues, I wandered the city as if in a nightmare. What must life be like for these poor souls, entombed in gold, but kept alive somehow? Trapped in their own personal Tartarus, consigned to eternal torment, too horrific for any sane mind to comprehend. I tried to offer them what small mercies I could. I began to talk to them, to keep them company. I'd imagine backstories for them, give them names, and tell them of the world, of the history.
Why did this shit turn into fucking Saw? What the hell, man?
Others became more concerned by my charity. I sought solitude from them, preferring the company of my tormented charges. Discovering a way into the abandoned palace, I began to spend my days walking its halls and sharing with its occupants ancient tales, my mind turning to those of Apollo and Daphne, Perseus and Medusa, and Pygmalion and Galatea. Pygmalion, the sculptor who fell in love with a beautiful statue, and who, praying to Aphrodite for aid, discovered that his beloved Galatea had come to life. It was then that I heard you whisper to me, Galatea. Forgive me. I know that is not your real name, just one I have borrowed from a story. But when I turned to look at you, I saw the most exquisitely beautiful woman.
No, she lost her fucking mind. This is insane.
Forever frozen in a look of haunting sadness.
This shit has turned into Saw. This is fucking freaky.
Prison, so that I might one day hear you speak, not just whisper your true name to me. So I gathered tools for the long and difficult task ahead, barred the doors to this place, and set to work.
Oh, God. Oh. Oh, God. I'm trying to, like, take it slow and easy so I don't get fucking jump scared by one of these freaky fuckers. Yeah, I did not think they meant she went this fucking crazy. But no, she went pretty fucking crazy. Okay, they're trapped now. Oh, fuck! That one isn't! Shit. Aim faster. Double tap. Double tap. Okay, I can't get through those doors. I'd like to goldify that part of the path, please. I fell. Well, fuck. Hold on, I gotta go the long way around. Stuck on a statue, hang on. I'm stuck on another statue, hang on. No, fuck it! Okay, this way. Gently through there. Over through here. This way. Cling. Climb. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. There we go. Made her that time. Hi, Hannah. Glad to have you, love. Trying not to shit myself, so don't mind that I sound a little terrified right now. Oh, Jesus. Back the fuck up. Oh shit, you fell all the way over. Fuck, there's a whole pile of you that fell over in there. Anyway. God, this shit got depressing. This shit got freaky and depressing really fucking quickly. Okay, that's a sealed door. That's a sealed door. Yeah, so we gotta go this way. Well, at least I know nothing can chase me through the curtains now. Okay. Oh, God. The amount of effort it took to line up that shot. Jesus Christ. I'm trying to figure out which way I'm supposed to be going. This is fucking freaky. I'm trying really hard not to shit all over myself. Come on. Come on. Come on. Now. Fuck. Back up. Yeah, it's fucking freaky. I wish you would have been here 2 hours ago before it was freaky. Anyways, I'm gonna go take my dog out before I shit all over myself. I'll be back in a few minutes. And we're back. We're gonna go for probably about another hour, and then we'll pack it up here. I didn't actually intend to stream this long. It has been 3 hours. I did not intend to go 3 hours so far, but whatever. We're gonna go a little bit longer. Because why the fuck not? Mostly because I want to finish this on stream and see what this crazy bitch is gonna have to say for herself when I find her. Amanda Young needs to answer for her crimes. This bitch has turned into a Saw villain. Okay. Oh, there was a second spot of algae that I missed. This is fucking freaky. Okay, I think this room is clear. It's another part of her journal.
My beloved Galatea, my attempts at freeing these souls from their golden prisons have not been going to plan. My first charge was a Greek woman who I called Iodame after the Athenian turned to stone by Medusa. Drilling through the gold that encased her, I was vindicated by the discovery that beneath half an inch of gold, which is so rigid it must be some kind of alloy.
Hi, Hannah.
Is living flesh. Unfortunately, this golden alloy seems to have fused with her skin, so removing it exposed the sinew and muscle beneath and appeared to cause her great pain. At first, I braced myself, expecting that inflicting such pain would break the golden rule, and yet, somehow, it did not.
Naturally.
It seems whichever god is responsible for imprisoning these poor souls does not care about their suffering at all. They are forsaken. Undeterred, I pressed on, working late into the night, attempting to remove the golden layer that encased her as delicately as I could. Eventually, I was able to free most of her body, but when I released her from her restraints, her first act was to lunge for my throat.
I would too if you fucking peeled my skin off.
Sharp metal talons. This was my thanks for trying to save her.
You peeled her skin off.
Me to attack. She was clearly not a suitable subject for my experiment, and I was forced to lock her inside an isolated wing of the palace and bar the door. As I continued working on others, I could hear her flailing and launching herself at the other side endlessly. Regrettably, my other experiments bore similar results, and after relocating a few times, most of the palace is now too dangerous to work in.
Well, I'm kind of solving that problem.
As much as my heart aches to know that you're suffering, I cannot risk attempting to ungild you yet. Not until I have perfected a method that will bring you back to me, whole in both mind and body, and ensuring your humanity is preserved. I promise you this. One day we will be together, even if I have to free every last statue in this god's forsaken place.
Man, I don't even know if I want to continue. This shit has gotten freaky. I could have opted out of this. Like, it gave me the option to just say no, and I was like, nah, it can't be that bad. No, it's pretty fucking bad. This shit has... Oh, God. Are you gonna move, or are you stationary? I really don't know. You're gonna move! Didn't expect that, didn't expect that, didn't expect that! Always double tap. Always double tap. Oh god, not these tight little corridors. This... Ah, fuck it! Hi, Salem. I'm fearing for the moment when I run out of arrows. Oh, there's about 75.5 million of you in here. Shit. I didn't make it to the algae in time. Fuck it.
Help us.
Oh, why would you say it like that? That's fucking freaky. I'm trying to help you. Ah, fuck.
Me?
If one more fucking person comes around a corner into my face, I'm gonna shit all over myself. I said hi, Salem! I said hi, Salem. Hello. Fuck it. Thank God my health regenerates. Oh no. Oh, that's fucking... I know I keep saying it, but that is genuinely straight out of Saw. That is horrifying. Okay, nobody turned the corner. Hi. Who are you? Behind me? Hi.
And you must be the wretched snake who broke into my palace and disturbed my experiments. And worst of all, look at what you made me do to her. This never would have happened if you just stayed away.
Are you sure?
To pay for that.
We're both gonna end up in gold.
I don't care what happens to me, as long as you get what you deserve. Liar.
This has nothing
I
to do with
locked
me.
and barred the gate. I left a message warning you all to leave me alone. I just wanted to do my experiments in peace for her. And now look at her. You made me turn the most beautiful woman I've ever seen into this. Look at her. She's in agony.
Bitch, you were doing that before I made it here.
My last moments with her, to see her beautiful face, to hear her speak freely, instead of in those cryptic whispers. But as soon as I began my work, she stopped whispering to me. And now I discover she started whispering to you instead. What's so special about you? What do you mean, the same voice? Yes. I remember when they used to whisper to me. They did sound similar. I just thought it was because all voices sound the same when they whisper. But now that I think about it, they were all benevolent and seemed to share a
Trying to
common
diffuse the
knowledge. But if
situation
these
here.
bodies are mere conduits for that one voice, then this body is nobody. And everything I've done here was... Wait, I see what you're doing.
No.
You're
We're
trying to steal
diffusing
her
the
away from
situation.
me. Were you planning to wait until
We're diffusing the situation, Navia. We're diffusing.
Is that it? Liar. You tried to steal her away from me, and now look what you made me do. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't peel you too. What? What are you talking about?
Got trapped in the tunnels.
So you're saying you weren't coming for us?
No.
So I did all this. I ruined her. For nothing. What have I done? Oh God, I feel sick. I can't bear the thought of her being like this. And in so much pain. It's the air. coming into contact with her flesh. It's agonizing for them. But the only way to fix it will be to break the golden rule and let it run its course.
No, I can re-goldify her.
Golden again, and we'd be together. All it would take is one.
I can re-goldify her without breaking the rule.
It's too late. There's nothing you can do. I have to do this. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's not good.
What?
I can cover her in gold again.
How? Really? I'm not sure I believe you. But if you can undo this mess, I'll tell you what you need to know. But if you're lying to me, I'll break the golden rule and kill you and everyone else in this city. Understood?
Back up. Let me do it. I'm sorry.
You did it. You took away her pain. I don't know what to say. Thank you. Thank you. I swear I will never harm her again. I swear it.
I don't know how much I believe you.
Company. But these poor souls, what can be done for them? I've tried everything I can.
I'm working on it, love.
The only one capable of releasing them properly is whichever god doomed them in the first place. In any case, I must honor our bargain. The treatment for rheumatism is willow bark. I believe there's a pot of it already in the Shrine of Apollo. Now, please leave. The door here leads out onto the palace balcony. You should be able to make your way down from there.
Yes, this bitch is crazy.
Go, and never return.
This bitch is nuts. This bitch is legit bonkers. Okay, which way is the way out of here? Is this the way I came in? No, this is the way I need to leave. Oh god, I don't know how I survived that shit without dying, but I did. Hey, what does that say? The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. Oh, I should have guessed. Okay! That's the wrong button. This one. Hi, Lucretia.
Welcome. Feeling all right? You made it into the palace. I'm impressed. How is Nevia?
Fucking bonkers.
Willowback. I should have known. It was under my nose the whole time. That's very helpful. Thank you. If this works, it should settle Rufius down some. I have some right here. Could you do me a favor and give him some of this? He'll just need to swallow a pinch of it. I'm hoping it will avert disaster.
Yep, I will give it to him.
Thank you. I'm really glad you arrived when you did.
Yeah, me fucking too.
That's a shame. Thanks again for saving Yulia's life. Apollo smiles upon you.
You're welcome. Alright, where's Roofy Master? Whatever the fuck his name was. He listens with their ears. Where's Roofy? Wait, I probably shouldn't say that. It makes him sound like Cosby. Oh god, where the fuck am I at? Somewhere dark and scary. How much do I have? 905. I need 1,000 more. Well, 1,000 and some change, but... I fear I may have gone the wrong way. Hold on. Ow.
Wonder how much one of these statues is worth on the outside.
Ah, you again.
I can help you.
What about it? Willowbark. And this will work? Oh, thank God. Finally, some relief. This is what I've been praying for. Maybe God hasn't abandoned me after all. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I've been in a lot of pain lately. The rheumatism, these cursed statues always watching, and the crisis of faith.
Fortune smile
Too
on
much.
you, brother.
Fear is proof.
Started messing with my head. This is exactly what I needed to set it straight again. I owe you one.
Do you know a way out of here?
I don't. I did hear a rumor that Aurelia, the tavern keeper, has been offering to sell a way out. But
It's
I
Hemlock.
barely have two sesterci to rub together.
What do you think about the golden rule?
I'll tell you this much. I hate the fact that my survival depends on the common sense of other people.
Yeah, I wouldn't be happy about it either.
Ah, then you know what I'm talking about. I mean, all these people just bumble along like nothing's wrong. Well, we're one bad decision away from being wiped out. Like the last lot of people who lived here. Seems like I'm the only one ready for what's coming. Whatever that is. And when it hits, it's everyone for themselves. You've been warned.
What do you think is
I don't
coming?
know. But did you ever get the feeling some of these statues are watching us when we're not looking? Like they're waiting for something. I don't like it.
I think you're right.
That doesn't help me.
Doesn't help me either. Who are you going to vote for?
Meliodas. Not sure I trust Sentius. Couldn't even protect his daughter in a city without sin. How's he going to protect us?
Anything I can do to change that? Fair enough. You said you owed me one, remember?
Who do you want me to vote for?
Sentius.
Fine. I'll vote for Sentius.
Thank
But
you.
No more favors. We're square.
You got it, Captain. Roman
No
plaque.
idea what you're talking about.
Fair enough. How's it going
See you
now?
around.
I already called in my favor. I don't want to push it. There's Galerius.
Don't you just love the springtime?
Hello, Aurelia.
Oh, you're here. I'm so glad you decided to visit. I'm Aurelia.
Yeah, you're the one that sold the poison.
I hope I'm not being too forward, but the moment I laid eyes on you, I was intrigued. There's a light in your eyes I've never seen before. A certain learning and sophistication.
We'll play it nice to see what we can get out of her. You're as charming as you are
Coming
beautiful.
on a bit strong, don't you think? I take back what I said. Suddenly, I don't find you so intriguing anymore.
I
Let's just
can't
forget
win.
that ever happened, so we can at least do business. So, what brings you to my tavern?
Start at the top.
Not
We're looking
for
for
a few
Kabosh.
weeks now. Last time I saw him, he was sitting at a table with Georgius, whispering about some job. I remember because they kept looking over their shoulders as if they didn't want anyone else to know. So, naturally, I hovered. The one word I kept hearing was vanishing, and then, the next day, Kabosh just disappeared.
Coincidence? I think not. What's your story?
Let it go. Nothing's going to happen between us.
I don't want it to, bitch. I want to know how you got here. Do you know a way out of here?
Normally, I'd expect you to buy me a drink before asking if I want to get out of
Now
here.
you're coming on to me again.
Straight to business, huh? I can work with that. As a matter of fact, I do know a way out. I'm happy to tell you all about it, but this is valuable information we're talking about, and I
You
don't
want
just
1,000
give
denarii.
it out like some cheap oracle. So, how badly do you want it? Is it worth, say, 1,000 denarii to you? Ha! It's hardly my fault if people misunderstand the terms of a deal. I mean, it does say, "Let the buyer beware," right outside my tavern.
Okay. What do you think about the golden
I
rule?
just try not to think about it. Drink helps with that. As the saying goes, to drink is human, so we drink.
Fair enough. Heard any interesting gossip?
Certainly. For 10 denarii.
Here's
Have
10
you met
denarii.
Olivia? She used to do my hair, until one day she just...
I still need to go
snapped.
see her.
This place has that effect on people. Now, she just stands around, caked in filth, muttering nonsense to herself. It's a real shame. Now I have to do my own hair.
Here's another
I
10.
hear that if Malleolus is elected, he's gonna throw a small festival to celebrate, with entertainment and everything. Can't wait to find out what it is.
Alright,
Whatever you like.
now I
All
leave.
right. See ya.
Okay, I'm gonna go upstairs.
You stay away from my money.
I ain't taking your fucking money. I'm just having a peek-see around. Swear to God, if you follow me up here, I'm just looking around, Lo. I'm not gonna take anything, because then everybody's gonna die. What is that? Oh, it's perfume. Not taking your fucking money. Calm down.
Galerius?
Handsome.
Horatius?
Unless you want me to slip
Looking a
some
bit troubled
hemlock
there.
into your next drink.
Still no sign of
Get
Scintilla.
out.
And I haven't slept right in 3 weeks.
Don't be too hard on yourself. From what I hear, nobody saw it coming. Anyway, I thought you Stoics weren't supposed to worry about things you can't control.
Yeah, but I keep thinking.
Huh.
What if there is something I can do? What if she's out there?
Okay, I need to figure out where I want to go next.
Somewhere.
Yeah, let's go, no. Let's go, that one? No. That one.
Sounds like you're torturing yourself. Leave that for the gods.
Hi, crazy lady.
Just as the ocean accepts the rivers of all the world, so this place accepts all the souls. But it does not notice the crowds that come.
I figured it
Say
out.
it. Speak its name.
The
Then
underworld.
It is true. I was right.
You are.
I thought I saw it, but when the rest of them could not, I kept thinking I must have gone insane. I had
No.
to tell myself it was true over and over again, until I wasn't sure if I was deceiving myself. I must apologize if my words seem cryptic. I'd found comfort in reciting the Metamorphoses by our great poet Ovid. He gives such an uncanny description of this place. I cannot help but wonder if he himself came here. Would you like to hear it?
Tell me.
I will do my best to remember the relevant verse. There is a downward path, gloomy with fatal yew trees. It leads through dumb silence to the infernal regions. The sluggish Styx exhales vapor, and by that way, the shadows of the newly dead descend, entombed with full rites, and the ghosts of those
My ear
at
itches, hang on.
last given
Okay.
proper burial. The wide, thorny waste is cold and pallid, and the newly arrived shades are ignorant of the road that leads to the Stygian city. where Black Dis has his cruel palace. As the ocean accepts the rivers of all the world, so this place accepts all the souls, and is never too small for any populace, nor notices the crowds that come. There the bloodless shadows wander without flesh or bone. Some crowd the forum, some the house of the ruler of the depths. Others follow their trades, imitating their previous lives. And still others incur punishment. I hope I have done it justice. And now we share a secret.
Love.
It's as if you've lifted a great burden from my shoulders. Thank you, friend. I think I should rest.
Okay. What do we do now? Still gotta figure out how to stop him from killing himself. Let's go see... Oh, if I could hit the right button, that'd be great. Let's go see Malleolus. Malleolus? I know, love. I'd help you if I could. It's Malleolus, isn't it? Pretty sure it's Malleolus.
Greetings and salutations.
Hey, who are you? Are you Georgius?
Greetings. I'm Georgius. It gladdens me to see another foreigner in our midst. We must stick together, you and I. And I must say, my sartorial friend, your clothing is most extraordinary.
Thank you. It's 2,000 years from the future.
Trousers with precise stitching. And such a curious design. I have traveled distant trade routes from the markets of Damascus to the farms of India. And never have I seen anyone dressed quite like you. Tell me, I must know. From which exotic part of the world do you hail?
I'm from far beyond the edge of the known world.
Then you are an explorer, like me. Wonderful. You must have many stories to share. I cannot wait to hear them. We will have much time here to get to know one another. But for now, do you require assistance? I know you do not require clothing, so information perhaps?
That'd be nice. Let's, we'll go for Kabosh last. What's your story?
My story? How kind of you to ask. I am a tailor and I run the humble shop in the forum.
Why set up a tailor shop here?
You mean to say, with all the turmoil and terror of the Golden Rule, and so few customers, why bother setting shop at all?
Pretty much, yeah.
I'll tell you, it is precisely because of the Golden Rule that I wish to remind my friends of the importance of looking one's best. I say, the more of our customs we preserve down here, the more we can preserve a semblance of normality, the better our chances of keeping our heads. Don't you agree?
Fair enough. Yeah, alright.
And there is another reason too. If we all end up as golden statues for future generations to marvel at, I don't know about you, but I would like to look my best.
Fair enough. How'd you end up here?
A good question. A very good question indeed. And I would be happy to tell you if only I could remember it clearly myself.
Why don't you tell me what you do remember?
I remember I had just been to Rome to sell an extraordinary selection of wares, and drowning in coin, I decided to celebrate my success. I rented a prestigious villa by the Tiber, invited over a few select friends, and we began making our way through some of the most exquisite wine.
You died of alcohol poisoning.
Quite a lot of it, in fact. Now, I have had visions and awoken in strange places before. I have even found myself naked in the desert sands more than once, but none of that compares to this.
You killed yourself with wine.
I remember people screaming, then falling into a void as empty as time before creation, gasping for air, and then nothing. When I regained my faculties, I was lying naked by the banks of the Tiber, gods know how many miles from my villa.
Huh. Sounds like you overdid it, Captain.
Of course. In any case, it seems I'd been rescued and resuscitated by a benevolent stranger.
Resuscitated isn't the word I would use.
Stumbled across a cave and discovered that trapdoor temple, and here I am.
Let's talk about something else. You know a way out of here.
Not so loud. What are you playing at?
Did I say the wrong
Have
thing?
you not been told about the last attempt?
Nope.
Oh, then I suppose this duty falls to me. Ah, it is a long story.
Well, let's hear it.
Aha, you are witty. I like that. Of course, the first question any of us asks when we first arrive is, how do I escape? It is only natural after all. And scaling the chasm wall is out of the question, for it is simply too steep and too far. But as they say, if the wind fails, use the oars. And here the second option is to leave the
dumb
way we came
fuckers
in
tried to
through
climb up the
above
shaft.
bathhouse. See, the shaft is quite high, but if one gathered up enough wood, one could make a series of ladders and climb one's way out.
Why hasn't anyone done that yet?
I am getting to that. There was an attempt made by resourceful fellows who lived here some years ago. They even decided to keep records of their escape attempt for posterity. Unfortunately, as soon as they began to carry the first ladder down the hallway, they heard a godlike voice shake the entire city, and that, tragically, is where their tale ends. So it seems that to merely attempt escape is to invite the wrath of whichever god oversees this place, and so I say it is best to not even discuss it aloud.
Fair enough. What do you think about the golden rule?
Yes. The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. As a Greek, this is nothing new to me. It is how our gods operate.
Why do you say that?
Have you not heard the tale of the god Hades? He was the first to learn this dreadful lesson when he abducted Persephone and imprisoned her in the underworld. When Demeter, the mother of Persephone, learned of this, she did not punish Hades, the guilty one. Instead, she changed the climate of Earth so that it became hot and dry. Nothing grew. The grain turned to empty husks and the rivers dried up. Innocent people died by the tens of thousands until at last the other gods were forced to act, lest they have no worshippers left. So yes, we know this rule. This has always been the case. The Golden Rule has merely brought it into focus.
What can we do about
If
it?
we are to survive, I say we must each heed the simple wisdom of Thales of Miletus, first of the 7 sages of Greece, who said, avoid doing what you would blame others for doing.
Fair enough. But easier said than done.
Regrettably, I think you are correct, my friend. For even if 99% of us adopt this principle, that will never be enough. Sadly, no matter how well we protect ourselves, the life's work of many good people can be undone in the blink of an eye by a single selfish act.
I know, I've seen it happen.
The voice of experience. I am sorry for your loss, my friend.
Well, actually, I'm the one that did it. I got all of you killed so I could steal some silphium.
And haunting poses, these golden statues do make magnificent models for my clothing, do they not?
What a little giggle. Do you know where I might find a Greek plaque?
And in a city full of Romans, you are asking me? Because I am Greek. Let me tell you something about Greeks and Romans. My name is Georgios, yes. But the Romans, they do not care. They hear me say Georgios, and they think, ah, he must mean Georgius. Good Roman name. They do this all
Hey,
the
Danny.
time. They see us worshipping Zeus, they copy us, but call him Jupiter. They take Hades and call him Pluto, Persephone, Proserpina. I am flattered that they copy our ideas, but why must they change the names? Do they want credit for making it all up? Do they want to forget where it came from? At first, I pull my hair out. After a while, I give up, and I become Georgius the Roman. I accept the world is Roman. Plus, I have no hair left to pull. But my point is this. If you want to know who stole an old Greek name, look no further than the sticky-fingered Romans. The plague you see
That's
was
fine.
pilfered from a collection of
We're not going to go
relics
too
by
much
none
longer
other than
anyway.
Tully. He cannot help it. Like a typical
Maybe.
Roman, he likes
Time is
shiny
it?
things, especially those that once belonged to my
Like
people.
15 minutes or so.
It makes him
I'll
happy.
probably hop off,
So
get
I
ready
say,
for bed.
let him keep it. I believe he still has it with him, in his cell, just opposite the Temple of Demeter.
Good to know. Who are you going to vote for?
That, my friend, is quite the dilemma. But after some reflection, I
Every
lean
fucking
toward
body
voting
in
for
this
my own.
fucking city is voting for Malleolus.
Of another visit from Domitius if I voted the wrong way.
Oh fuck, we've gone through an entire day. We're about to have the election. Oh shit. No, I don't want to have the election. Hang on. I need to speak with him. No! Oh fuck. Alright. Well, I guess we're having an election. Fuck. This is not gonna go well. I don't actually know where this election is going to happen at, so I'm just gonna go up this way towards the forum. Unless he goes a different way, then I'll know to follow him. Which way are you gonna go? Okay, I guess I'll go this way. Oh, maybe not that way. If you could walk a little fucking faster, that'd be great. What does that say? Don't steal anything, don't hurt anyone, don't. Lovely. Where are you going, friend? That's freaky. Hey, wait a second. I can't believe I actually made it through a whole day. Holy shit. Alright, I'm just gonna have a sit.
Citizens, we have a quorate body of voters gathered here.
This is the first full day I've made it through.
The candidates are Sextus Sentius Imperiosus and Marcus Malleolus Gurges. As agreed, we shall dispense with ballots, and candidates will abstain from voting. Let's make this quick. As I say
Go
your
eat.
name, call your vote. I'll start with you, Horatius.
Sentius, of course.
Georgius.
Malleolus.
Decius.
Malleolus.
Galerius.
I abstain. I'm just here to observe.
Virgil.
Malleolus.
Rufius.
Sentius.
And finally, Domitius.
Malleolus. Who else?
Citizens, you have made your decision. Your new magistrate is Marcus Malleolus Gurges.
Hail, Magistrate Malleolus.
Fuck.
I said, hail, Magistrate Malleolus. That's more like it.
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate. And now, I make this solemn promise to you, good citizens. Under my leadership,
I'm gonna stand up.
enjoy the freedom you deserve.
Because I feel like I'm gonna have to run in a second.
On eggshells, fearing simply to live and breathe, because the tyrant Sentius told you it was forbidden. For my first act as magistrate, I hereby announce a day of celebration to mark the end of an era. The myth of the Golden Rule is no more.
The Golden Rule is real, you idiot.
It's very real.
To deceive us all, Sentius is hereby found guilty of treason against the Empire.
What?
What?
I have committed no crimes. This is madness.
His sentence: to fight for his life in gladiatorial combat.
Let's go.
Suffer for the sins of the one.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let me in, let me in, let me in. Come on, come on, come on. I don't know what possessed me to shoot him in the face there, but, I sure did it. Yep, I sure shot him in the face.
Salve, friend.
Hi,
Mind
Galerius.
telling me who you are and what you're doing with that bow on your back? Oh, sounds serious. I'm
I
listening.
need you to do things for me.
Yulia? Oh no.
Alright, you
Alright,
take the
I can do that.
Sylphium. I also need you to deal with Rufius.
Poor guy. My uncle was a victim at Rheumatism's altar, and he ended up killing himself. Alright, got it.
And I need you to stop Fabia going in the shrine and tell the new arrival he'll find what he's looking for there.
Stop Fabia going in, but send the new arrival to the empty shrine. Understood.
Think you can handle
I'll
it.
go, but once I'm done, I'll need you to tell me how you know all of this.
Good. Well, that was lovely. So, what time is it? I'm going to end it there, having shot Malleolus in the face. Malleolus, whatever the fuck. Having shot him in the face and started a brand new day, I'm going to end it here. I hope you've enjoyed. I sure have. This has quite quickly enraptured me. I don't know how much longer I have. I figure not long, because people said this game is quite short. But either way, I'm very much looking forward to finishing it, whether I'm on stream or not. So, thank you for tuning in. It has been a pleasure to have you, and I will see you next time.